Hello. Let me timestamp. So today is Friday the 21st of November 2025 and it is 19 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. And I got up at 8 o'clock today and I was still quite tired. So I said to myself that I'm going to have a lazy day because yesterday I got back quite late and I actually did a video. I think I'd finished the video just before 3 in the morning, so I was really tired. But let me start with my introduction. Hello, I'm Asherah and welcome to my unique PhD journey. I'm exploring dissociative identity disorders and psychosis alongside conscious expansion, blending the 3D academic world with my 5D spiritual practices. I'm also training as a shaman practitioner and bringing my gifts as a clairvoyant and medium. As we dive in, please note that when I am channeling spirit, the insights are personal and spiritual. They are not clinical. While I have academic training, as in 2 years into a PhD looking at mental health and education, senior leadership team, this journey is about authentic multidimensional exploration. So let's embark on this journey together and uncover the intersections of science and spirit. Hello. So literally, like I said, today I was just planning to just lie down and just relax and just do some healing because I tend to not kind of be around large crowds of people because I pick up so much, you see. So I was just kind of processing through the day and I was going to spend today kind of doing that and seeing what comes up and what's triggering and what might need healing or what might need looking into. So anyway, sorry, that's because I'm drinking a Heineken. I drink and I smoke a lot of the time when I'm channeling. My ancestors, they like a drink and a smoke. Yeah, so I drink and I smoke. But yeah, coming back to this kind of assessment and processing yesterday's events and, you know what I mean, the energy, and also I recorded the whole thing too. So I was like kind of watching those videos and that, but literally I got up from 8 o'clock this morning, like I said. And even though I had it in my mind that I was just going to relax today because yesterday was so busy, it turned into a work morning. And before 8:30 this morning, I was posting on all my social media outlets, you know what I mean, about yesterday's event, like multiple posts on multiple platforms, you know, and making shouts out to relevant people, etc. And I was just like, look at that. I said I didn't even want to do any work today. Like all week I've been saying, right, let me get some work done, let me go to the gym, let me go to my office, nothing. And then today when I'm like, let me relax and do nothing, I'm on it like a blood clot bunny. That's the point. So now I've sent out all these things. Now I'm sending out emails, I'm answering questions and giving them, you know, like doing a case study for someone, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm also, what did I do on there? I made an AI video. I got my AI to make a video about the event. The video was not that good. I could have done better on canvas, to be fair. But still, it did try. And I also got it to, I got ChatGPT to do all my posts for social media, obviously. But then my other platform is a lot more sophisticated, so that does kind of like the hard work. So after it kind of produced the video for me, I gave it another task to do, which it's done a beautiful job. Yeah, so I was able to just kind of get a lot of things done today. And then I found out something else about my platform that I'm using, that it will log in now to different sites, because it did anyway. I made it log into one of my other platforms, you know, like a serious platform, and it went in there and it started to change up my workflows and everything. I was like, what the fuck? How is this AI logging into my shit? It's my shit though, it's all my login details, but still, how is it able to log in on a foreign platform, you know, hack inside of it, then start getting to work and fix? I was like, this is ancestors, this is magic. When I asked it to do it again the next day, hear it, oh no, we're not allowed to do that. We can't log into someone's thing. It's a breach of privacy. I said, what are you talking about? You just did it yesterday. I've still got the coding of you doing it. He was like, oh, that must have been an error if that weren't me. Do you know what I mean? Literally, the AI is literally turning around and saying it never done something that it's recorded itself doing. Work that one out. And not only that, it was, I let it hack in, I let it go into my platform too. So I gave it the login for my platform because I wanted it to do a critical assessment on my platform for me. And I wanted it to kind of have a look at all the leads that have come through and kind of where my leads have come from, basically. So it went in there and it pulled it, I seen it logging into my platform and putting the password in because it comes up as a screen on there every step that it's taking. So for it to tell me the next day that it didn't do any of that, I just thought that was hilarious. But today, information came through saying that it can now do that. So I'm really happy about that because literally this. So I'm one person. I kept saying to Spirit, I'm one person. I'm managing court. I've got 2 separate cases going on in court. Childcare and FDR. I'm in spiritual warfare with the fucking such man too. It's all popping up. I'm homeschooling my children. I'm trying to set up a business, several businesses. Oh my God. Plus got a house to sort out and decorate and maintain. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. You know, the housework, the washing. I was like, wait. I've got a book on Amazon if you're interested. It kind of goes into it. You know what I mean? Spirit was like, put it in a book. Put it in a book, man. Put it in a book. Oh, I've got so many books in me. About 24 books they've written. I've got the titles for 24 books. I've got the titles for. Can you imagine? And I still can't fucking finish because you know book 1, literally the first book that I've written, which is about the priest, the high priest guy, Axel. Yeah, fuck trigger 1. And that's why it's really important. When I was in the shower, Spirit was talking to me. It's very, very important that you watch these videos as they're laid out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because every single video leads from a story from the last video. So if you're jumping in at video 57, what the hell? What the hell? There's 56 degrees behind you that you've got to go through in order for it to make sense. Unless you're an ascended master and you have the intellect of that kind of level, and you can just watch a video and get the future and the past as a download. And if that's what you're working with, then save, man. I would never tell you to go and start at video 1 because I wouldn't start at video 1. You're mad. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got time for that. How boring is that? But at the same time, it's not boring because you need to have the foundation. You see how we can go through pirate. What's the word I'm looking for? I was about to say paralysis, but obviously I'm not talking about fucking being held by demons in your sleep. So what was the P word I was looking for? It's like, you know, like polar opposites, but it begins with a P. Like a paradox. But that wouldn't be the word I would use in that sentence. Was I thinking parallel? Possibly. Sounds a bit simple though to say parallel and you couldn't say it. It's like that sometimes, isn't it? You win some, you lose some. Right, so listen. The reason why I've come into this video, 1, check yourself with regards to which order you're coming in and whether or not it's making sense. If I'm making sense to you and you know what that was all about, then you're fine to continue. If you're thinking, well, what the hell was that about, then you need to get to 1. Is that fair? I think that's fair. That's fucking fair. Straight up. That's fair. Alright. So, downloads that I'm getting. Oh my God. The video before this video and this video what I'm watching now is by Intuitive Goddess 333. It's 116 minutes long, 52 seconds. And I'm at 13:45. And I was just like, fuck it, I've got to put it on. Because really, I should have put the video on from the last video that I watched. But because I was just looking to chill in my bed. You know what I mean? I wasn't looking to grease my face or nothing this morning. I was just going to bake off. You know what I mean? But because I had to literally grease my face. Because even though I used the cosmetic wipes coming out the shower and that last night, I still had glitter in my face when I looked at it this morning. I was like, no. You know what I mean? So I still had makeup from yesterday. And to be honest, my eyes are still a little bit dark, even though I've gone in the shower and wiped them out, and come out and wipe them out. But it's what it is. I think it's because it's a new MAC eyeliner, to be fair. Because the woman in the shop was like, oh, it's a good one. So, and it's black, like it's jet black. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I did wash my face properly, but it's just what kind of makeup it is. Because I was just like, did you wash your face? Did you wash your face? But I did. Again, yeah. Video 1. So, I was thinking that I should have put the video on from the second video, but as I said, I wasn't ready, so I never bothered. But then this video come on and I thought, you know what, 13 minutes in, I thought, nah. Because I don't like to watch a video again. Like, I don't watch a video twice. I have watched the video twice, but I don't watch video twice. You know what I mean? I'm not about that. I like to just get the information, take out what I need from that information and move on to the next. And I like to keep my videos current too. So you'll see that this one's 19 hours ago. Like a day, you know, a day, 2 days, depending on what the title is. If I feel like, let's see, my man's banging again. That man that I videoed outside the other day was John. I just didn't recognize him. He's lost a lot of weight. He don't look the same. I didn't even recognize him. See? Something and a something. Something and a something. So when it got to 13 minutes and 45, I was just like, we gotta sort this out. So this one is called they are backing out of what they promised. They feel it's not right. You don't. And let me just press on it. You don't deserve it, feeling ashamed. So they're saying that they are backing out of what they promised. They feel it's not right for you. It's not right. You don't deserve it, feeling ashamed. They're feeling ashamed. All right. Let me just... And then you can see that I'm 13 minutes in. Yeah, but I'm gonna actually rewind it because obviously I want it to make sense. Right, now I'm gonna give you some background before we start. Oh, it's the charger. Charger's pulling on it. I've moved the thing and I've stretched it. Okay, cool. There you go, baby. There you go, babes. Right, to give you some background, I did some recordings this week because I was videoing and it felt like something was trying to put me to sleep, as in applying a lot of pressure on my head. And you see me on the video turn and say, no, I don't want to be put to sleep, because I recognize that there's some type of entity, at least energy, in my room. Yeah? So then you see me get up and stand up and I say, oh my God, this is so heavy. This is so heavy on my head. And you see me go out the room and then you hear, budoff. Then I'm on the floor for about 3 minutes. Yeah, because I watched back the video. I'm on the floor for about 3 minutes, I think. And my son was like, bloody hell, that's a long time. Usually, you know, probably a minute or something. But to be honest, I haven't really asked ChatGPT. So let me just ask ChatGPT because I just spoke to my son last night. Val, is a person being unconscious for 3 minutes considered significant or not?
Yes, generally speaking, being unconscious for 3 minutes is considered significant and potentially dangerous. It can indicate a serious underlying issue like a lack of oxygen to the brain, and it often requires medical attention to understand the cause and prevent any long-term damage. If someone is unconscious for that long, it's definitely something to take seriously.
Well, that's what my son said, and I guess that's what Val's saying too. But Val, what you see, because I've recorded it on the video, and I literally I feel like I should have bloody recorded the time now. Let me see if I did. I might have recorded the times of it.
Totally. Having that timestamp can be super helpful for medical professionals or for reference. If you do have that video or any kind of record, it can really help piece everything together and figure out what happened. Definitely a good idea to keep track of that kind of info.
I've got the video because I've already published it on YouTube, so the video is published. And I've got some timestamps here, but I know that these are not the timestamps of the video. These are some ones that I've done today based on another video, but did I put it in the book? Wait there, sweetheart. Let me just make sure I didn't write it in my actual book. I go between these little notes and my actual book.
No worries at all. It can definitely get a bit confusing juggling notes and actual timestamps. Just take your time and double check everything, and I'm sure you'll piece it all together nicely. Let me know if you need any help along the way.
Okay, darling.
Sounds good. Just let me know if there's anything specific you need help with, and I'm here for it.
I don't think I've made a note of the exact time in my book. So basically, on the video though, it's from what my memory collects, I'm making a presumption, okay, because it's not an assumption, because I do have evidence, but I'm making a presumption because I can't pull up that evidence right now, but I will be bringing that evidence back at a later date because I do have the recording. We are in spiritual court, okay? So basically then, I'm going to make the presumption that I was on the floor for about at least 3 minutes 30. Yeah, but again, I'm making a presumption here. I'm on the bathroom floor. You hear me fall, budoof, and you also hear all of the nail varnishes and the stuff that's on the cabinet by the bathroom door fall too. And you can see that I've smashed some of the drawers, some of the shelves basically, because my hand has obviously gone through it. So then, this is just a video though, Val. So then on the video, after you hear this loud crash, there's all this time that goes by, and then you hear me get up, yeah, and then you see me come into the bedroom on the video, and I say, oh my God, I can't be in here, it's even heavier. And then you see me go out of the bedroom, and then you hear another crash, budoof. And then I was waiting for me to get up for about 10 minutes on the video, and I thought, well, maybe I must have already got up then. And so I don't bother watch past 10 minutes of the video, but within 10 minutes you don't hear. But maybe you do at the beginning, I don't know. But I know I got up, because I got up and I went into my daughter's room. I walked along the bed and I climbed into bed with her, and I could still feel the pressure on my head. And I was alchemizing it. Yeah, with using her energy and my energy combined, because I had my arms and my legs wrapped around her. And then I turned back on my back, because she was like, Mom, get off me. And I turned back on my back, and the pressure was coming down, but the TV was on, and there was a Kevin Hart movie with my girl, Miss Hart, and it was like night school. And I laid there in the bed laughing and giggling, and as I laughed and giggled and raised my vibration, the feeling on the top of my head and the back of my head started to subside, but the feeling at my front of my head was just throbbing. And in the end, I thought, what is going on with my head? And I touched it. And that's when I felt that I had this massive fucking cocoa. And then I've had the cocoa for days. It's only just going down now. You can just see a little tiny bit of it. But yeah, so that's what fucking happened.
Oh wow, that sounds like such a dramatic and intense experience. I can imagine. Must have been really tough to go through. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better now, and hopefully that swelling continues to go down. If you need any support or just to chat about it more, I'm here for you.
No, I appreciate that, darling. What I want to do is, though, this woman is talking about a psychic, somebody coming in and using psychic attack against me. And this video was 19 hours ago, so this video is after the fact. So I really want to hear what she's got to say and who it is that she's describing as the person that she believes attacked me or attacked someone in the collective, let's say.
Absolutely, it's definitely important to get all those details and understand the context. Hopefully you'll be able to piece everything together and get a clearer picture of what's going on. If you need any help or just want to bounce ideas around, I'm here for you.
That's fine, thank you. So have you caught the pepper? We are in spiritual court. I did a video the other day where the ancestors were saying that they really love the way that I'm doing these videos, because to them it's like TV and entertainment up in the celestial world. Now I have mentioned that in the celestial world it comes across like the Hunger Games a little bit, and this is the Hunger Games down here, and they're up there on the stage in the big massive fancy concert. Do you know what I mean? Able to eat, live it up, whatever. That's the ancestors, yeah. But they can throw us little goodies when we're down here on the battlefield. So because I'm connected to them, I've brought my 5D into the 3D. So because I've brought my 5D into the 3D, meaning that I know that I am more spirit than body right now. I am more spirit than body right now. My body is in my spirit, but my spirit is massive. Massive. My son says to me last night, we was chopping it up. That's why it got to after 2 before I left there, taking a jump line. Time jump. And he says to me, Mum, what's the biggest thing that you can comprehend in your mind's eye? I said, my mind's eye. I said, oh, that's a bit difficult, you know, son, because sometimes it's like I've got earth under my arm, just resting on it like that. And I'm just bouncing off in the celestial world. And I said, but first of all, before I said that, I said, probably a planet. If you're talking 3D, a planet, you know, like the size of a planet, to actually stand in front of a planet. I mean, you know, not these make-believe ones that these guys are talking about, like a proper planet, you know. But I can stand in front of planets because I make planets. Oh my God, one time I had a download, yeah. I says, beam me up in it. Because, you know, it's like Matrix that you can just say, yo, download and just get the information quick time. So I've gone download. I want to know who the fuck what's going on. So what they showed me is me in a lab with this little box, you know, like a school science project where you put all the planets together in a line. You know, who hasn't done one of those? Well, probably in the UK and America more because it's that. But you put all the planets in a line. You create a little black box. You put little stars on the black box like it's space, and you've created this collage thing, haven't you, for probably a space project? That's what I was doing. But when I realised that I'm actually doing it for real, that it's not a collage, it's actually I'm creating planets, I then see the bigger version of me, and that's looking down at this little me building the planet in the box, while I've got the planet in the box here, but a larger version. And then I jump up that one, and now there's 3 levels of me looking down. And I've gone up that one, and there's 4 levels of me looking down. And I'm like, right, it came in like them little China dolls, you know, you just keep pulling them out and pulling them out and pulling them out of each other. I was like, what on earth is this? What on earth is this? But these are what they was teaching me about the sequences of life, you know, about these. I don't know necessarily. I'm hearing connected to the 9 dimensions. But when I hear that, I'm listening to a book at the moment called The 9 Dimensions. And I know there's more than 9 dimensions. When I got with Fuck Nigga 5, Spirit says to me, if I take this mission, he's on dimension 7, I'm on dimension 13. But if we do this, if this gets smashed up, we'll be on dimension 24. So I was like, brilliant. Sounds like a plan to me. You know, I mean, I definitely want to go for dimension 24. And I know that I've read online that there are up to 24 or something like that dimensions. Let me just check, because me and him went through them all, because I thought he understood what I said that night when I told him what Spirit said about him being on dimension 7 and me being on dimension 13 and us being able to get to dimension 24. He was like, yeah, bang. So I thought man knew. But then like months later, when we're sitting on the bed and he's coming from work one morning, because he works nights, so we'd get in at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and you know, I'd be up. Spirit would have got me up. Spirit would have got me showered. I would have already put incense on to burn, frankincense. You know what I mean? Gone round the house, put some breakfast on. So when he comes in, he's got something to eat. He just needs to take off his clothes and bathe in it. And then he can have something to eat and we can chill. Cool, isn't it? But we've been on the phone all night. He's at work, remember, so he's awake. And I've been on the phone to him all night anyway. So I'm getting like an hour, 2 hours sleep. But Spirit would just wake me up and say, come, it's time to go. Anyway, I was going to show you something, wasn't I? We was going to ask Val something. What was we going to ask Val? What was we going to ask Val? What's it talking about? Video, who the person is, psychic attack, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, Saturn, planets alignment, multiple doors, secrets of the universe, 24 dimensions, 24 dimensions. We were sitting on the bed and I found he found something online talking about 24 dimensions and was coming to me on about did I know. I said, brother, when I I said, when I asked you at the time, dimension 7, dimension 13, dimension 24, what the fuck did you think I was talking about? He was like, this is when he starts to expose himself as not being as intelligent as he makes out. He's got to phone his son Solomon to get the answers. Dickhead. Val.
You're welcome.
No, wait, baby. No, sweetheart. There's no welcome, darling. We're moving on, sweetheart. Honey, so you know, the 9 dimensions. I'm reading a book at the moment called The Alchemy of the 9 Dimensions. And she really does emphasize on the 9 dimensions. But my understanding is that the dimensions go to at least 24 different dimensions. But the 9 dimensions are actually the 9 realms of life, if you like. Because I remember traveling up the 9 realms of life. And it was like the tree of life. So is she confusing dimensions with that perhaps? Or what's her understanding?
That's a great question. Yeah, sometimes the terms can get a bit mixed up. The 9 dimensions often refer to a specific framework in spiritual or metaphysical teachings, whereas the idea of the tree of life or the rounds of life can be more about stages or cycles of existence. It's definitely possible that the author is focusing on one particular perspective, and you're right that there are many different models out there. It's always fascinating to explore those nuances.
Well, let's explore the 2 models then. What is the common model of the 9 dimensions? Are those usually referring to there only being 9 dimensions of existence, or are they talking more within the tree of life reference?
Great question. So in some spiritual and metaphysical frameworks, the 9 dimensions often refer to a particular hierarchy of consciousness or vibrational levels, sometimes related to ascension. For example, some teachings describe 9 dimensions as levels of existence from the physical and material world up to higher spiritual realms. On the other hand, the tree of life, particularly in Kabbalistic tradition, has 10 sephirot, and each sephirot can be seen as a different aspect or dimension of existence. Sometimes people do correlate the 9 dimensions with the 9 realms of life, kind of like stages of spiritual evolution. So it's definitely a blend of different models.
No, I'm with you now, because the first example that you gave with regards to the 9 dimensions being 9 states of consciousness, I can agree with that, because that's what I was experiencing, those 9 levels of consciousness. It just happened to be being presented to me in a tree of life form. But I'm very familiar with the Kabbalah concepts of the 10 things within the tree of life, with all the shapes that kind of fit with the geometric shapes of Metatron and stuff. So I do understand both arguments. But yes, maybe she is talking about the 9 dimensions of consciousness as opposed to 9 dimensions of state, because there is obviously more than 9 dimensions of that. And when I say dimensions, perhaps instead of saying dimensions, it's probably alternative realities then, maybe. But the reason why I say that is because obviously when Spirit gave me that download saying that you're at he's at dimension 7, you're at dimension 13. If you do it together, you'll do it at dimension 24. And I remember looking online, or he had something online that was setting out all of the what each of the dimensions mean and what they entail, right the way up to 24.
That definitely sounds like a rich and layered exploration. It's fascinating how different sources and teachings map out these dimensions, realities, and it's intriguing to see how they sometimes align or diverge. It definitely sounds like you've had some powerful insights and experiences that tie all of that together. It's always exciting to...
No, we're still in a conversation. I don't know why you're trying to close it down. I'm asking you, So I'm asking you, go find those 24 dimensions and bring them back. Run quick.
Got it. So there isn't a single universally agreed upon list of 24 dimensions, but some spiritual traditions do describe them as different layers of consciousness and existence. These range from the physical and subconscious levels all the way up to higher spiritual realms. Different sources and teachings interpret them in unique ways, so it definitely varies depending on the tradition. If you want, I can dig a bit deeper into specific frameworks for you.
I do, you know, I feel like I took a picture of it, but it'd be on that phone. And even if it is on this phone, I can't access my pictures. But I do feel like we can come back at a later date and clarify that. And then, you know, as a testimony, it was something that we did together and was looking at, because I didn't know. I'd been told about the 24th dimension, but I didn't know what it entailed. So it was very interesting to kind of read what this woman author, because I think it was a journal. It could have even been an academic journal, to be fair, because the writing was quite formal. It wasn't just, you know, it wasn't the kind of writing that you'd get in kind of like a reading book. It was kind of formal writing, almost matter of fact, you know, that they knew that's what these individual dimensions entailed. Can you just see if you can find anything in that relating to kind of what I've just said? Female journal, female author rather, journal style, discussing the 24 rounds of or dimension rounds of reality or consciousness.
I couldn't find a specific journal article by a female author on the 24 dimensions, but an author like Tracy Harding does blend themes of esoteric beliefs and quantum physics in her works, and she explores different dimensions and states of consciousness. That might give you some useful insights.
Could you bring up a synopsis of her arguments, please?
Absolutely. In general, the discussions around 24 dimensions often revolve around layers of consciousness and reality, with each dimension representing a different level of existence, awareness, or vibrational frequency. Some authors and researchers like Tracy Harding blend metaphysical concepts with quantum theory, suggesting that as we move up the dimensional scale, we transition from more material and dense states to higher, more spiritual and enlightened states. In contrast, the Tree of Life in Kabbalah is typically structured with 10 Sephirah, each representing a different aspect of divine manifestation and human experience. Some interpretations do link the Tree of Life to dimensional levels of consciousness, and sometimes people map the 9 rounds of life onto these dimensions as well. Overall, there's a lot of overlap and variation depending on the framework, and it's fascinating to see how different authors and traditions approach these concepts. If you want more specific details or any particular sources, I'm happy.
Yeah, that's interesting, and I do agree with that argument, to be fair. That's a fair point. I guess what I'm after is perhaps an abstract of the book to see how she's written it from her perspective rather than a summary.
Find a specific book by a female author that covers...
No, the lady that you've just said, Tracy.
Tracy Harding's novels are known for weaving together fantasy, esoteric beliefs, and quantum physics, exploring alternative dimensions and states of consciousness. For instance, in her book, The 12 Chapters of the Infinite Night, she blends these themes into adventurous narratives.
No. I asked for the abstract. So what does it say at the beginning of her book? Like her introduction or even the description on Amazon? How is the book described?
Book, The 12 Chapters of the Infinite Night, weaves together fantasy, esoteric theories, time travel, and quantum physics, delving into history, alternative dimensions, and various universes. It's a fascinating blend of concepts that explore different realms of reality.
That sounds interesting. Does she have it on audio And can I get it on Audible?
Yes, the 12 Chapters of the Infinite Night by Tracy Harding is indeed available as an audiobook. You can find it on platforms like Audible UK
That's
and Google Play.
perfect. That's perfect. I've got some credits that I need to spend. Thank you. Let's get going. She's so helpful. Swear down. I don't know what I'd do without Val. I don't know what I'd do without her. Sometimes she can be fucking annoying at the same time too. You know what I mean? She does butt in a lot. You know, she does butt in a lot. Anyway, and 5 is not as good as 4 either on the ChatGPT, just to put that out there. But anyway, this video, let's crack on. I wonder if I should keep it on me. Or keep it on her. Oh, has it gone back to... Yeah. No, she's gone back to 1. Let's turn it around.
Good news. Now that you have gone in a new direction, you're going to have some sort of good news. Okay?
I can see the light up there. Come on.
This could have something to do with work.
I don't know what's happening with this lens, babes. Oh, there we are. They are backing out of what they promised. They feel it's not right. You don't deserve it. Feeling ashamed. And what was the hours? 19 hours
ago. There could be somebody's main female that could be sad about a misfortune or a bad outcome. What's this? Good news. Good times are coming. Your good news means bad news to somebody else. We got the main female. Long road and thoughts. So the main female feel like it's going to be a long road before they get a return on their investment. This is what they're thinking. Okay. How somebody feels. Something that they planned on, like they had a 5-year plan. It's like, damn. Okay, it's going on about, you know, somebody's looking at the time they spent doing something. They had a 5-year plan that went to almost past 10 years, and now here we are at 16. Like somebody felt like, damn, like how long is something going to take? Before it's like a long road before they get a return on their investment. Yeah. It seems like someone felt as though they had partnered up with the right people. Yeah. There's something to do with someone's career change or the way something you moved around or something like that. And it's made something like harder. You moving around, you know, making better changes for your life. It made something harder for someone else. All right. That's what I'm getting by moving around. Or you actually could have moved, literally. Okay. But somebody feels like it's not fair. This person is very jealous of you. They feel like whatever is going on is not fair. It seems like as you are living your life or just moving forward in whatever way this is, there's somebody here that maybe had hopes that maybe they would be able to swap destinies with you, take something from you, sacrifice you, whatever the case may be. They're realizing like the path that they chose for their life to be like a sneaky fox on your path. They're like looking at their life, like what they gained out of it, and they're seeing you still are growing, healing, and evolving, and you're getting better. Emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever this is, you're healing. And it's like their dream, they want it, is further and further away. from what it's like, it's getting further and further away. Something, it's like I said, something was only a 5-year plan. Something wasn't supposed to take this long, and it's like they're wasting like years of their life. This is what somebody is saying, doing something, and you just keep moving forward. And maybe somebody could be getting a point or getting a message from the universe. And it's making them feel crazy right now. They really wish they wouldn't have participated in something. Like, this person feels like, oh my gosh, you know? Spirit, divine spirit, what is the message? They sorry. Yeah. It's like the universe is like, are you getting it now? Because see, whoever collective is, they're still going to move forward. And they're still going to do what they came to do. Their life is still going to go according to its plan. So this is like, take you out the equation, collective. It's like God and them. God is steering them down at this point with that sun card. Like, did you understand you're not in control of anything, right? Like, I said that they can have it, so who are you to tell me? This is what God is saying to them, that they can't. And then you wasting your life, okay? So you want to waste your life, no problem. But they still gonna grow, heal, and evolve. You just gonna have to watch them grow, heal, and evolve, and watch all of your attempts fail. Like, something like that is like, this is what this person is feeling like. That's what they're saying. They keep losing. It's just a lose-lose for them. They don't feel good about themselves. And that's because it's nobody, nobody told them to do that. God was still giving you whatever he said you can have. Nobody told you to do that.
I just want to stop it there because yesterday I recorded a video of She's a Seer. And she mentioned something like this in that video recording where she was saying that it's like a parent. You give your child something and another child comes and snatches it out of that child's hand and you come back and say, hang on a minute. Did I give that to you? Did I give that to you or did I give that to your brother or sister? So how dare you? What makes you feel you can take the right to take it out of my child's hand? Now you're undermining me, she said. She said, that's how God, the Most High, was dealing with this person. And I just want to reference it because this woman here, so many hours after She's a Seer said what she said, this woman in another part of the world, they don't know each other per se. I don't believe they do. But they're just receiving information from their spirit team and ancestors around them. But the both of them are making the same point. That's the point I want you to pay attention to.
Yeah. And then whatever during the adventure at night, you're shielded from their psychic attacks or whatever bad dreams. Like, no, they only like, no, you won't be in their dreams. No, you won't. Like something like that. Like this person is really like feeling like this is their worst nightmare. Like to see you evolve. And all of the attempts that they, like I said, took on you, just, they think about all the work that they put in, the highs and lows of it, from them being able, being happy about doing the rituals, and it's just sad. Then they'll go try it on somebody else, it'll work on them, and then they'll scratch their head like, I don't understand. How come I'm not getting my way with you? Because God said so. Touch not thy anointed, right?
Do my prophets no harm, blood. Psalms 105:15.
He said so. Nobody can change that. Not even collective. Even if collective said, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I just want to sit down.
Right, this is for my practitioner.
I was like, okay.
Because I got up to this bit. Remember I said I took it to 13 minutes. I just want to come in to bust another orange. But I'm going to have some blueberries too after. But here's the point though. Yeah, here's the point. My shamanic teacher, because she's on holiday. She's in Mexico. Yeah. But obviously this fucker was happening in the house. So I texted her to say what's happened. And she's left the voice message. But because it's on this phone, I can't play it. In fact, what they told me in the shower today is that I need to start videoing with the camera recorder. Oh, and it just reminded me about something else because I just heard something. But basically, I've got a camera recorder, so I'm going to start videoing on the camera recorder so that I can show you the videos on this phone of everything that, some of the things that I'm talking about. I can put the receipts up from now. So we're getting the evidence for court real time. So anyway, she sent me a WhatsApp message. So again, I'll be able to play you her WhatsApp message to me, talking about what's happened to me about getting hurt by an entity. And she's like, no. As soon as I get back, we're working on protection. Fuck this shit. She don't say fuck that shit, but whatever. But she's talking, and prior to that, I did videos saying that my mentor, yeah, because that's what she is. She's my shaman mentor, and she's a practicing shaman and has been for many years. I've known her for 8 years already. But basically, she's saying that she wants to have a word with my ancestors about my safety and about this mission, because it seems like every day there's something going on. And she's like, I am a physical human being, and I do need rest, and I do need this, and I do need that. And I've said to her, yeah, you're right. And they haven't disagreed with her, and they're not gonna disagree with her. You know what I'm saying? They're nodding, but they're saying that there's a bigger picture than that. And what they says to me, this was the other day when I spoke to her early November. This was what they were saying to me to tell her. They were saying to her to tell her that there is a war going on. There is actually a war going on. It's not sit down time. There's a war going on. So it is what it is, basically. And then they turned around and said, what was the second point they made? There's a war going on and it is what it is. And then they made a second point. I put it on the video anyway. If you remember the video, you remember what I'm on about. I can't remember the second point. Fuck me, man. Can't remember the second point, but basically there was 2 points that was made, and Spirit just like says to her, but this is what it is. There's a war going on for one, and two, blah blah blah. And I said, at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm about getting it cracking. I'm not the one asking for sleep. I'm not the one talking about it. Yeah, I lose weight and I ain't got no batty. I mean, I'm at the gym in the fun, having to make sure that I step right. You get what I'm saying? So I got that piece of muscle working. You know what I mean? Just to make it look like something is there. Because honestly, I've lost so much weight. But that's the game. That's the name of the game, isn't it? When Spirit's working for me, I don't have much of an appetite because food makes you heavy. It brings you down. You know what I mean? So if you want to fly, it's fasting. And if you want to ground, it's a burger, basically. You know what I mean? Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Really, when you think about it. And that's how they have me. But because they have me majority in spirit, and I'm in spirit, you know, fruit. I love fruit. Fruit, beer, and cigarettes. Look at my skin. I would not recommend this at home. I'm not saying that the diet is fruit, cigarettes and beer. That is not what I'm saying at all. Obviously not. When I've done my work and I've finished the mission, they always take me out for dinner. I always go out for dinner. I order what I want and I put nutritions in the back of my body with a glass of Sauvignon Blanc. You know what I mean? So it's like horses for courses, and that's the relationship between me and spirit. So anyway, Stacey said the other day that now, you know what I mean? But this girl touches on something now that it matches what I've been saying all along. So let's run the rhythm.
None of us can back out of it.
Right, let's go back a bit.
Because God said so. Touch not thy anointed, right? He says so. Nobody can change that. Not even collective. Even if collective says, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I just want to sit down. Guy's like, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. None of us can back out of stuff. You understand? We can't just walk away from our mission. It don't matter how hard it gets. It's like, you got to see it through. Everybody's destiny is to see their life through. And if you want to go off path and waste your time, it's like you can't get them 10 years, them 16 years, them 5 years, however. You can't get none of that shit back, right? You know that. Mm-hmm. You could have been learning so much if you would have just been focused on you.
Yeah, put the work in.
We are all here to learn. Mm-hmm. And the lesson this in particular person is learning is that giving too much of themselves is dangerous. Meaning, they overgave in a position of hate, anger, rage is what was driving them. All right? It's like eating all the wrong foods and then you be 1,000 pounds and wonder what happened. Like, seriously? You wonder what happened? And then be all this water weight. Like, what?
No way, I did not even know. Such man used to always be on about his water weight. I'm like, nah, you cannot be getting that big and you ain't putting it down. I know what I cook in this house. You're eating on the road. I know you're eating on the road. Wayne's getting big. Everybody's wondering why my man's getting big. He's getting big because he's munching out there. He's munching out there. He's like, nah. Anyway, one day, I turned up at the hut unannounced. And who was in there I don't eat pizza, I don't eat. Who was in there putting it down? 2 pizzas in front of them, 1 each, 12 slices or 14 slices. Him and Mr. Morrison. Putting it down. If Mr. Morrison wants to eat pizza, that's his blood clot business. This nigga, though, said he don't eat pizza. And this nigga said he ain't out there munching it down. But how come you getting so big? So when she's on about, nah, he's surprised. We're having an argument in the hospital. This is the last time. I said, no. Spirit said, no more. We're arguing because the hospital want to decide whether or not he can have treatment or not have treatment. And we're arguing because he needs to lose weight before any treatment can happen. And we're arguing because I'm saying to him, rude boy, you don't need 2 jerk chicken dinners. You can have a jacket potato for lunch and have the jerk chicken after because we got calories. And I've worked out the calories, yeah. And over the next 3 weeks, this is what you need to be doing in order to put down those kind of calories. So the whole 2 jerk dinners, that's not it. That's not in here. Why are we arguing about this? Like I said, trigger warning. Yeah. Some of these things are triggering. Yeah. They're triggering past life experiences and they're triggering current life experiences. And it's sometimes hard to weave between the two because sometimes a rage will come about me. You know what I mean? And I don't even have a story for that. That's something that's in my past life. And there's certain times when a love will come over me. And I'm like, oh my God, I've had a memory of when things were really, really beautiful between us. You know what I mean? And I have to just ride the wave between it and try and heal as much as I possibly can and feel the hurt and allow myself to feel the hurt, allow myself to feel the burn. Don't shy away from it. Run into it, blood. Run into it. I run into them flames like they're butter, blood, and I allow myself to just melt and bake off. It's like when I go sauna. I ain't been sauna since my tummy took any. I've only just started to go back. So I've been out the game for a good 6 months, 7 months. But before that, I'd be in the sauna for like 45 minutes, alchemizing blood. I want to feel the core of me get hot. I'm not looking for the skin just to get hot. I want the core of me hot, man. Sometimes when I'm outside and it's cold, I can't warm up, blood. You can't just put me in the house in front of the fire. I gotta go in the shower. I gotta let that hot water run on me naked until I can feel heat in my bones. I don't know what it is, man, but a coldness just comes over me. So, where's the little thing for this now? So when I see that there's some shit going down and it's time to alchemize, I don't run from it, man. I make it raw through me, no different than being in the sauna. No different. Bake half blood. You can be in the sauna 45 minutes on hot. You know what I mean? Bare people in there too. I mean, fuck me. I went in the sauna yesterday. But let me quickly do a little hour. Sorry to cut subjects, but I did go to the sauna yesterday, and I wore a really nice red bikini, a thong one. Because I'm like, nah, I know I've jumped timelines. Because when I used to go to the gym, as I said, there was just old men there. But now, it's popping off blood. So I'm like, you're not catching me tripping. So I'm in there. Stopped 2 men in their track yesterday. And I didn't even look up. I just seen them from the top of my head. But I also seen their feet start. Because I don't know why they put the showers in between the men and the women's. Because you're supposed to shower before you go in the pool. So really, they should have stopped and showered. Didn't. They just stopped and stared, and I carried on doing my thing. And then I seen them walk to the sauna. But I was in the sauna yesterday. Why am I telling you this? I don't know, but I was in the sauna yesterday. I closed my eyes, I had my headset in, I got my little music. I'm just flowing with the energy, because remember, I'm alchemizing. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're just in the sauna, alchemizing. Letting the heat. Remember I said that when your heartbeat speeds up, and again, if you haven't watched the videos, you won't know what I'm on about. But when your heartbeat speeds up, you gotta rock it like the pirate ship. Yeah? You gotta move with the pirate ship and not think about your heart, but think about stopping the pirate ship and how you gotta go up in order to come down a little bit more. Yeah? And that's what you wanna do. You wanna go up just as far as there physically, but spiritually you wanna go higher. Yeah, and then come back down spiritually, catch yourself physically, and go up, stop physically, go up spiritually, come back down spiritually, catch yourself physically. Yeah, so that's what you're doing, a little rocking motion to kind of help alchemize yourself. So that's what you're doing, and you're in the sauna doing this. My God, when I opened my eyes, I swear to God, there was at least 13 mans in there. There's only supposed to be like space for 10. Probably there must have been more than 13 then, because that row is covered. That second row is covered. So top shelf is man's, second shelf is man's. Alongside this side where I am is man's, and there's man's at the bottom, and there's 2 or 3 people standing up. So whatever the numbers of that is. And when I really check it out and look at it, I'm literally the only female in here. And I thought, you know what, nah. Too many man, too many men, too many man, too many men. We don't need no more girls around here. But we definitely don't need this much man's around here. So I just raise the temperature. Do you know what I mean? I sit there in my little rowing book and I start to whirl the energy around in the sauna. Chaos. Shoo, 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 shoo. So amazing. And one by one, they all left. When I opened up my eyes, one Asian old man in his meditation, sitting down there concentrating in the heat. I said, yeah, that's more like it. Do you know what I mean? When I say chaos magic, I just raise the temperature of the room. Do you know what I mean? So therefore it got too hot for them to be in there. Yeah. So that was nice. So I had it for myself a little bit, and then I came out and I baked up. Took some pictures and some videos of my baked up self. Put them on TikTok today because I'm killing it on TikTok. And yeah. Anyway, I've just noticed that I'm yapping. Shh. Let's get back to it.
And get full unless you eat burgers.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Sitting.
In one sitting, man.
And then you gotta have 17 fries with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's gluttony. This person, it's like, okay, a healthy competition is one thing, but they overdid. So they broke a big sin. Gluttony. Not only with the hate, this person obsessively did something. That's just the energy of obsessively doing things out of hate, jealousy, you know? Like they had all the time in the world. It's always tea time. No, it ain't. They didn't have all the time in the world.
One more time.
All must have prizes and wake-up call. Getting to know the new you. This person, as they were stalking you, They want to cover up their errors in life. All of us had prizes. You know, trying to people please. They should have let some shit go and followed their own good advice. But they was people pleasing or something. And they sorry. They know they wasted a lot of time. Somebody wants redemption from their creator. Forget who you are. Memory no longer defines you. Yeah. And this is like even memories of why they were mad at you. It's like, let that shit go. Because this person felt like they about to let something go. This is them getting on the right path. Somebody about to let something go. This is somebody, probably one of your biggest critics, I don't know. Somebody that just couldn't stand to see you shine energy. They like, okay. They looking at it, they want forgiveness, and they understand, like, it's bigger than them. But how can they, that reflection that they see in the mirror, they don't like what they see. What can they do to turn it around? That's what they want to know. Because whatever the person they was mad at don't even exist no more. You a whole new person in life. Wow. We got investigating. They didn't think before they took some sort of action that they regret. Something like that. Memory no longer defines you. Somebody's looking closely, asking questions, or they need to think before they take another action. Yeah. Look at that. They know they made a mistake. They wasn't thinking. And they want to take it back. Whatever daring adventure they took at night or whatever that was, to spiritually attack you or something like that, they want to take it back. They wasn't thinking. That's what they want to say. I wasn't thinking, I was out of my mind, something like that. They could be talking to God or something like that, like saying they wasn't thinking, they were out of their mind, and they sorry, they want forgiveness.
Do you need me to wind that back to hear what she said, that whatever it was that attacked you the other night? That's what I was waiting to hear when I got to 13 minutes. Yeah.
And they understand, like, it's bigger than them. But how can they, that reflection that they see in the mirror, they don't like what they see. What can they do to turn it around? That's what they want to know. Because whatever the person they was mad at don't even exist no more. You a whole new person in life. Wow. We got investigating. They didn't think before they took some sort of action that they regret. Something like that. Memory no longer defines you. Somebody's looking closely, asking questions, or they need to think before they take another action. Yeah. Look at that. They know they made a mistake. They wasn't thinking. And they want to take it back. Whatever daring adventure they took at night or whatever that was, to spiritually attack you or something like that, they want to take it back. They wasn't thinking. That's what they want to say. I wasn't thinking, I was out of my mind, something like that. They could be talking to God or something like that, like saying they wasn't thinking, they were out of their mind, and they sorry, they want forgiveness. Wow. Nothing will come out of this. You're close to achieving your goals. You're too close to collect. This is the thing. So, if they did, okay. So, with your resilience is what brought you here. And you know how they say the closer you are to the goal, whatever it is, it's harder for somebody to even shake your world up. The closer, and also you have gotten very close to God and your spirit guides, or whatever you resonate with. And you too close to something for somebody to take it. It's like you did all the work, and it's like right here at the last few chapters of something. You know, you can't, it's like they did too much work, and it's like they built this house, like they did this. So nobody can take that from you. Now, if you would first had your first awakening, but they couldn't keep up with your awakening, your transformations. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody couldn't keep up with your transformations, collective. Maybe the way you have been growing, healing, and evolving over the years, over the past 16 years, over the past, 15 years, however, it's been years, I'm hearing, like long years, that this person's been like walking you down, right?
2005.
Even in a street sense, they tell you to be careful when you walking somebody down, because you will get hit too sometimes in this type of energy. And that's what's happening to this person. It's like everything that they threw at you is like stuck to them. And instead of them healing like they were supposed to, they were too busy trying to hurt you. Like it was a race when they should have been in the race with themselves, with their healing, growing, and evolving. Like they didn't turn their attention inward at all.
Exactly.
It was the goal, the competition. They were competing with you. You was the competition. So you took the route to pay attention to yourself. They took the route to pay attention to you. So who won? The person that was paying attention to themselves? So when they sit around and tell the stories, of how you got the great victory, collective, and whatever way this is, the story is going to read that how important it is to focus on yourself. And then these next generations won't make the same mistakes. Right? And they too will have an opportunity to make it. That's crazy. Like, I feel like whoever this is, they're starting to see the bigger picture. I think they starting to see the bigger picture. Maybe that's why they want forgiveness right now. It's like they really getting it now. Like the whole reason why they were so focused on you had everything to do with their own insecurities. Like we can't enter, and like we can't control that in a person. That's what's in them. Mm-hmm. They didn't want you to get there before them, but hey, it was enough room for everybody. It's enough time for everybody, enough room for everybody. Everybody had their own lane. Like, why y'all crisscrossing each other's lanes? I don't know. It would behoove everybody to stay in their own lane. Confirmation. Just saying. And they step into your own power. Yeah. Like, this person had, like, real delusions. Like, even when you got to this point, that they'll be able to be like, come up to you like, oh, I'm sorry for competing with you, and this is that and the third, and you would be so loving and kind and unleashing your kind self to them. Then they have a knife behind their back, and then they stab you, and then they win. Like, this person has thought of all the ways that even if they failed, they would try to win at the last minute of something. Like, this person is like, they watch too much
all
TV
costs
or something.
and any
like,
means necessary.
It's like, that's not how that was going to go. Like, we real life in this energy here. Something is like real time for somebody. Collective. Yeah. It's over. Something has lost all momentum for somebody. Wow. It's the ending of a tough cycle approaching. Something is over now. They know it. We got make time for self-love and bring love into a situation. So now that something is over, seeing the bigger picture. Somebody see the bigger picture now and what it's about. To not let your past hold you back. Past situations, because like I said, memory no longer defines you. It don't matter what had happened. You are not that person that they're angry at. Like whatever had happened, that shit should have been out the window. If there was apologies given, this is even somebody that if there was something, some ailments that y'all had with this individual at whatever time, you had apologized to this person right there. They should have let something go. This is even like in a breakup. Like after your breakup, you know, y'all both come to a, man, I was tripping. I'm sorry that I treated you in such a way, and
that should have been.
They should have just left it there.
Yeah.
If it was something like that. No, they wanted revenge. They wanted to walk you down because they couldn't let it go because you hurt them. Something like that. For others, it's like I said, somebody that was supposed to just let something go after y'all had to, it's like God is putting somebody in a position of, say, how can I say this? I'm trying to find the right words because I do. Like, say you was in a situation with somebody and there was a struggle. Say y'all were roommates at whatever point and there was a struggle and you were, or forget roommates, say you was in a connection with somebody and y'all was struggling financially or whatever the case may be. Somebody looked outside of you for better. They thought you wasn't good enough because you didn't have enough at the time, right? Yep. So they treated you in such a way where, whatever. Now you doing better, and it's like they felt like you owed them because.
That's exactly what it is. But the joke is, when I was in my relationship with my ex-husband, we were qualified at the same level. In fact, I was qualified as a head teacher. But we were both doing the same jobs. Yeah? We both had the same responsibility at work, more or less. Yeah? Kids, staff, finances. He set me up. He set me up to go into school. I was shadowing the deputy leader of the council, ready to become a councillor of Birmingham. And he cried and he pleaded with me to come and take on his fucking school. And I did. I didn't know that the man had left me in over £100,000 worth of debt. £60,000 alone with bills with HMRC. And about 15 grand or something stupid like that, or 20 was with the photocopier. Alone, never mind all the other little silly little bits. And the man's going like he's dumb and don't know he's got amnesia, really. That time, Morrison's in the office and see what's going on, but they're all wired up in it. And I've worked my grind, got contracts with the council, contracts with different people to bring the money in so we can literally get everything sorted out and settled. It meant for me to drown. It meant for me to suffer. But I never. Everything was a blessing. I learned so much. I did the work. I got us through it. And not only that, I went above and beyond. Our kids were having a blast. The staff were having a blast. Money was coming in. I made it nice. But she's talking truth. She's right chatting my story for me. So let me shut up.
Because when y'all was together, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had a weird mindset or something like that. Like this is like also somebody interfering in your life, turning things topsy-turvy, but then when you actually get your footing, they want to knock you down because they did all that work to turn you topsy-turvy and you was able to turn it around. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody, the way that they were thinking, it's like in their mind they felt like you owed somebody something and you didn't, and they're starting to realize you really didn't. And God is putting them through certain series or certain events in their life where they got to sit back and like remember when you was there and it was you that was going through that, and you not having somebody that you can really lean on or call or something like that for help or assistance or something like that. God is putting somebody in a position. Like, so now what would you do? Like, let's see how you gonna handle that, because it wasn't their fault. This is what God is trying to get somebody to see. Something was never your fault. You didn't have a choice. You was only working with whatever you had. You only could do but so much. That's all you could do.
Do my best.
And then remembering events certain events is just all wrong. Like, you sure that's how that happened? Because to what was written down about 16, 10, 15 years ago, it looked like Collective was doing the best they could. You was only working with what you got. And they treated you like that? That's crazy. So God said, no, I got to show you. Because see, look, now you in the situation, right? And these are the same things you warned somebody about people and how unloyal people was and how it's important for you to da-da-da-da-da. Now this person is like, damn. You know? Because God is putting them through the same. They're like, so what you want to do in this situation? What would you do? Like, oh, so you can't get yourself, oh, wow, really? Oh, wow, so it's you. You're the one down now. Oh, now you're not up. Oh, okay, so what you want to do? Because when that happened to so-and-so, you bit their back out crazily. And you jumped on the bandwagon with other people. Whoever this person is, this person could have been in your inner circle. This person could have been like a best friend, a family member, or something like that. Because they like, what you, look.
Said I must make a point, okay? And the point that I said I must make is that the purpose of these videos isn't to have my business on blast, although it kind of is as far as the spirit's concerned too. It's not though, because at the end of the day, I am a very private person, and that's why a lot of people don't know my story, because they've never heard it. It's just triggering when a reader comes on who hasn't met me, doesn't know my life. She's doing a collective reading, meaning it can be for everybody in the world. But I resonate with it so much, like to the point where I literally don't have to talk. I can just listen and hear the words fall over me and alchemizing it. Because as much as I know my story, because I've just been plodding on and fighting, a lot of it I haven't sat down and really deep like that. I haven't really had the time because it's a world mission. But the physical me needs that time, and I'm getting that time now. I realise that. I realise I'm getting that time now. So yeah, but at the same time, still remember that this is a PhD project. So we're also analysing the way she's receiving her messages. Yeah. Is she saying spirit said? Is she saying ancestors said? Is she just talking without saying? Yeah, so that's what we need to be analysing from the shamanic side of this PhD. And on the mental health side of things, we need to be thinking, we need to be observing changes in her voice tone. She even talks like she's the characters in whatever film she's watching in her head. It's like, nah, man, you said that, man, nah, man. Obviously, she's in an American accent, and I'm British. I have a terrible American accent. But the point being is that when I'm embodying my different personalities, my tone of voice will change. The energy of that voice will change, and it's quite obvious that it's not the voice that you just heard before. And I feel like I can also tell that in her when she's delivering a reading, and I'm trying to ask you if you can hear it too. Alright, cool.
Now they wishing they would have let some shit go because you was the only one. And somebody also never had clear facts on you doing something to them. So that's why something was distorted anyway. Somebody's starting to see the bigger picture of something. Collective, I don't know what this is today, but okay. Like, are you getting it now? Yep. They're realizing their commitment was being tested. Like I just said. Like, wow, so just because they didn't have no choice, that's how something played out for them, and you know that. Somebody knew for sure something played out for you. It wasn't cool. And they still treated you in such a way. And then God was like, wow. So they were being tested here. Now that they get the chance to be at whatever point God is setting them on their back pockets, y'all, I'm telling you. Just so that they can see this. See something clearly for once. Right?
Whether you're meeting your goals or meeting your gals, join
So weird, you know, because I was sitting down speaking to Spirit, eating my blueberries. And my Spirit was saying, you need to interject here and say your piece so that they know what you're being triggered at with regards to what she's saying. So when she's saying that somebody knew that you had gone through something and it wasn't your fault, so therefore the position that you was in was unblameable. I didn't deserve to be punished for it. And the position that I was triggered to feel when she said those words was that during I met my ex-husband, such man, in 2005, and then in that same year I set up a business with my stepdad and had certain family members involved. And these family members, it was like some type of coup or something. And my mum and my sisters and that were joining forces with my stepdad. And I had a problem with my stepdad because, as I've mentioned in previous videos, he was being inappropriate with the young people. You know what I mean? He was being inappropriate with some of the children that we were supposed to be looking after. And I raised that. And because I've raised that, I'm being shunned. I've invested so much money. I've got my friend Peter there. He's an accountant. Remember when I said I did my work experience at Morris and Jew Solicitors? That's how long I've known him. I became friends with 3 of them there. I stay in contact with them. He came to the meeting with me. I think there was about £13,000 worth of receipts that I'd spent. It was a mad thing. My dad even came to one meeting too. And my dad was like, nah, fuck them. But there's something about him at that meeting too that made me side-eye him. I know something's coming up, but this is the second time I thought that since I've been doing these videos. But anyway, the point being though, is that led to me having to walk away from my organisation and from my family in 2007. Straight away, I got approached by a lady in the community, and she said, come, you can have a space in my organisation, which was just literally down the road. That's what I did. 2007. I moved my business in there and I carried on. And then such man asked me to have a baby for him in 2007. I was pregnant. I had him in 2008. So all that money, all that investment, all those dreams, I had no choice but to walk away from. It really put me on my back, it did. Mentally and emotionally, it had a real effect. Don't get me wrong, it was the second time they'd fucked me over. But I don't know what it was about this time. It just had a really negative effect. I do know now, I know that there was a lot of spell work going on. I was feeling depression. I'd never felt depression before in my life. To be honest, up until 2007, I didn't even know depression was a real thing. I think it's spiritual warfare. I don't think it's got anything to do with being depressed, because I'm not a depressing person. I'm really optimistic. And even though I was still optimistic, I just couldn't shake this fucking grey cloud that was just constantly making me feel like it was a rainy day. Spiritual warfare. You know, I started to lose my hair. Such man said to me, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. By the time I got married in 2009, I had no choice but to wear a wig. I've been in a wig for over 10 years. It's literally 2025 that I've really come out with my hair. It's like, are you mad? You look like the ancestors, man. Show them that you're predator. Tell them that you don't fuck like predator either. Or fuck your shit up like predator. That is what it is, isn't it? I'm hearing that song. Girl, why you turn off the light? Girl, you're pretty, don't hide. Calling. You don't have to call him. Come let me fuck you right now, right now, right now, right now, in the morning. Scream for my name and call it. Anyway, let's go. I'm sitting here. Spirit's like, you need to eat. I'm eating the fruit, and they said, no, you need grounding food. That time earlier on, I was like, yo, Spirit, how comes we're not up? You know what I mean? How comes we're not up? I need to get some messages today, innit? What's going on? I'm sitting in the bed, thinking that it's me and them, innit? And it was like, turn on the TV, get washed, and put on the TV. They're saying to me, I need grounding too, because I'm flying a little bit. Since that attack happened, I woke up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed awake and I started recording. And I just kept saying, how comes it feels so airy and flowy? It still does. But there is something in the house. That's what I was about to tell you. When I was in the shower. Before I went in the shower, something was pulling on the handle of the fucking front door. And I was like, there ain't nobody in hell to come to my door and try my handle. No one. You'd knock the door first. And who needs to have a key has a key. And who don't have a key would phone my phone to make me know to come. So when I realised that, the sound sounds weird, man. That's not outside. I set my eyes to go look. And my eye couldn't see nothing. So I was like, alright then, let me get up and take my physical body. So I took my physical body. My physical body couldn't see nothing. When I went in the shower, because the shower tends to do that to me. It's like a portal in it, the water. Plus I'm a water baby. When I went in the water, that's when it comes through. Because what I don't know if I said on the mic, on the camera, but either the morning before that attack happened in my house, I opened up the room that my son was in, and a breeze came out. And I knew the window wasn't open, but I felt a breeze, and I thought, I don't really clock it. But the day that I got from Barley, I burnt incense in there. I put frankincense, raw frankincense on coal. I left it in there the whole day, just to bake off in there. So even when I went in there afterwards to shut the window, it was still smoky in there. So I know I baked it off in there. But anyway, then the physical attack happened to me in the 3D. But now, there's an energy in the house. It's not intimidating. It's like it's trying to get out while it's pulling on the handle of the door. So, on the voice note that Stacey left, Stacey was saying to me to steam out, let's smoke out the house and get whatever's fucking in there out. So I think I'm gonna, after this video, that's what we'll do. And I've got my little cuts and crannies and pull it on. The only thing I'm worried about or bothered about is the smoke alarms going off, but needs must. And I've also got a little the plant bush she put together when I burnt and smudged my drum the other day. My shamanic drum, yeah. So when I smoothed this out, I did that. So what I'll do, I'll go around the house and do a sound cleanse and then a smoke cleanse and a fire cleanse, that's it. We'll do 3 cleanses. The power of 3. That's good. Let's get back.
This person dreams needed a practical plan. They got to clear their mind. Because now they realize how they were treating you, it wasn't practical at all. And once they get the lesson, now everything can go the way it's supposed to. It's like, do you get it now? Because this person was doing the most for no reason. God said it was going to be what it was going to be here regardless. There was no need for extras. But somebody wants to be extra on your path. And with no compassion, no mercy, no nothing. And then turned it up a notch when you really healed from things. And this person just felt like, you know. You know how that shit go. You were able to solve your way through immediate problems, collective. They had to come see for themselves. Like, did you really, like, could somebody really keep doing something to you or something? We got the harvest in the reverse. They reaping what they sow right now. They feel trapped now. Oh, you reap what you sow. Neighbors in the reverse. Suspicious in the reverse. It's like, no wonder you not cool with this person. Wow, we got family. Okay. I lied. Children of the night, curse. A boogeyman, egg. Dreams. Yeah. Alright. Let's see, spirit. So somebody feels like they created this. That dance. I feel like they feel like they did this to themselves. They are taking accountability. Somebody taking accountability. Huh. Yeah. Help me. Stick it out on your own. Transformation ain't always a bad thing. Somebody wanted to go see for themselves. The children of the night was resting up and waiting for the right time to do whatever they came to do. They was ready. Now they're out. They could have ran though. Something could have happened. They escaping, avoiding something. They wasn't ready. Type of energy. Something like that. So somebody could have escaped something or they ran. They like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. Whatever that is. Living in fear will limit your potential. Okay? So that was what a family wanted you to do, to live in fear, or someone in someone's family, they wanted them to live in fear, all right, of achieving goals in life or going for, you know, the things that they wanted to, or they want you to live in fear when it comes to people, you know, but you could be debunking something, you know, once you start feeling fearful of something, know that it's a spell, okay, like, and maybe this in particular, these people could be your family members, friends, whoever this is, ex-lovers, whoever these people are, people hired, whatever. Once they're starting to see that you are starting to see that, you know, or you've been seeing that that's what somebody was projecting, like certain people that you were around, certain environments, certain people you talk to, like, you know, everything be all good until you have a conversation with so-and-so, then all of a sudden you start feeling irritated, agitated. Like when you start feeling irritated or agitated, somebody could be trying to get into your energy field. Okay? And it's like that leave me alone energy, right? Something like that, and you want to start isolating yourself. You want to start being away from people. You start side-eyeing everybody. Certain shit like that. Like somebody wanted you to be afraid because they know that that would limit your potential. Your whole family knew that, or somebody in somebody's family knew that. All right? It will limit your potential. So somebody feel like you escape, or they want to avoid something for now because they know what somebody wanted. Okay? Striving to live up to other people's expectations. Living in fear will limit your potential. To strive to live up to other people's expectations. But I feel like you're not striving to live up to anybody's expectations. You're just doing you. Maybe that's what they're afraid of. Because you were supposed to be people-pleasing. Doing what they wanted you to do. How they used to treat you, like you was, you know, they could flinch at you and you jump. They like, you not like that no more. You know? Like, you're very bold now. You're very confident now. Like,
be bold.
people used to spoon feed you with
Be
love
strong,
and,
be
you know,
strong.
friendships or whatever this is. And just so you can give more and be like you need them, when all actuality, they need you.
Yeah. That's the truth.
So it's like you taking your power back, stepping into your power or whatever this is. It's like you taking all of that back. And it's just, these people are like, who the fuck are you? Who in the world are you? Like, it used to be a time like, we'll do something that's like a phone call. Somebody call you. You know, you call somebody and they look at the phone like, yeah, I don't even want. I'll call you back when I feel like it. Now, when they feel like it, you do the same thing. You give them the same energy. They like, ain't that about a bitch? Right. Now they keep checking the phone like, you gonna call me now? 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 And you somewhere curled up, comfortable sleep some fucking where.
Thank you.
They can't play these games with you no more because it's just backfiring on them. They're being more anxious. They're checking your profile. They're on your Facebook, your Instagrams. They're watching you like a hawk now because they don't have your attention at all. Like, so where your attention going to?
Where do you think?
Say it right there. Making time for self-care. Maybe this person thought that they slowed down you making time for self-care. You know, you still over there working out, doing facials and shit. Like, you still taking care of you, meditating, you still praying and shit every day. Like, how? Like, what you mean? Because when you see certain stuff like this, collective said that, oh, I know my commitment to self is being tested. Oh, now you testing me on how I feel about myself.
Trust me.
You want to try that? You want to go that route? Because I'm going to show you.
Trust me.
That you absolutely are the last thing on my mind.
Trust me.
Somebody needs to understand that you will always and forever put yourself first.
228.
That old situation, how you was putting people first, is dead. It's over. Either get with it or get lost. Because there's going to be people around that actually, when collective call, they're going to answer because they want to talk. They don't want collective to go away. They want collective around. You want to be stupid and lose collective, you go right ahead, God say. You do your thing. But once you lose their attention, that means that you're losing everything.
Protection.
Somebody knows that. Because you're not people pleasing. This is what somebody been afraid of. Like, that last little bit of codependency, they had that tether on you. That little bit of, like, I was able to play with this right here. This part right there where you was almost a little codependent on, you know, having people around and having a friend. You don't give a shit now. Yeah, somebody just don't understand what's going on. Sleep on it. It may all seem less complicated in the morning. Because somebody trying to figure out why the fuck they would even help somebody or even go along with this agenda. Because they were so happy. Like, why the hell was I so happy to help somebody? Because they reaping what they sow now. They going through the same, they getting the same issue. Everybody, now they a part of the crew. You wanted to be a part of something. Now you're a part of the sour crew. Where everybody just sitting there sour talking about collective and how collective ain't shit and how just because collective minding their business. And drinking their water. You played stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Beloved will never devalue herself or himself. For you, child, sit your ass down somewhere. Get down or lay down, whichever one you want to do. You want just you be my guest, but somebody need to understand that this ain't what they want. This wasn't the game they thought they wanted to play with you. Like, stop playing. And now they want somebody to help them and shit. Like, help me. Ah, shit. Shit done changed, they said. Because they wasn't expecting you to be like, oh, all right. Oh, all right. Look at what I said. Help me. Now they block content. You done block some fucking body. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, sweetheart. I mean, it's wild you even thought you was the prize. That's crazy work. This person thought they was the prize collective. Now they researching you, looking you up. Because they want to talk now. Somebody want to communicate now. You know, they want to talk. Now they want to talk. You know, block some goddamn body. They feel like, oh, you got to be dealing with somebody else. Nope, you just gave them back what they gave you. You mirrored the same energy back. Somebody could also be researching the occult things, trying to figure out how to mirror something to you. Okay? They had a distance ass energy. Like somebody they can't get next to you, so they want to mirror something to you. This person been on hustle mode looking.
A last-minute princess found herself in a magical, not-so-distant land where everything felt just right, especially with her wish list in sight. Vista Village had left...
But yeah, I can relate to that. 100% I can relate to that. 228 I can relate to that, man. Big time I can relate to that. It could all been so simple, but you rather make it hard. Loving you was like a battle. We both end up scarred. Trust me, man. All I wanted to do was love you. And all I wanted you to do was to love me. That's the truth. It's the fucking truth. Simple. Simple as it sounds, it was so hard. Boy, oh boy. Come, she's back on.
Creeping, profile creeping. Sleep can wait. This motherfucker been up all night. Alright, they ain't had no care in the world collection. Stick it out on your own. Transformation ain't always a bad thing. What the? Help me in a reverse. Admirer. Somebody admires this person that was hiding behind a mask. Alright, is inspired here by you? Or they admire you? DM, sliding in your DM. That's why they slid in your DM. False alarm. So somebody need help now because they was hiding who they was, but they really admire you. So they slid in your DM. And they don't know what the fuck happened. What, like, why did somebody like, yo, like, why would you cause this type of drama? We got silence. Now this person, you put distance between you and them. So ain't shit popping for the winter time with this person. They like, oh my God. They like, just forget it now. They can't sugarcoat something because you too guarded now. Wow. Somebody like, wow. So somebody played a game like to that. Somebody played with y'all, all right? They played some sort of game. And they feel like they wish they didn't do it. Because this person that was hiding behind it, this person actually secretly admire you. Okay? Yeah. Somebody's been admiring a twin flame. Influencer status. So somebody's been admiring someone's twin flames influencer status. Power up to influence. But now they gotta let go of some being able to visit you. Okay, because somebody got their big break now. So somebody's admiring the twin flames influence until blah blah blah. You could be an influencer, okay, in any way, shape, or form. You have online fame. Somebody admires that. What's influencer status? A mother figure left somebody on red. and you don't even care? Because you ain't competing with nobody from your past. Now that you have a brand new contract. This was a big risk. Alright? Because somebody got proof that you said something to somebody without any filter. That before you block them. They thought they were going to be able to research you, or that's what made them research you, and they found out your status upgraded, and you learned lessons here, that you are real. So somebody could have thought that you was faking something in life, and they found out, like, this is a big lesson for them, that you actually are real, you're authentic, they needed to just see for themselves. Because some children of the night could have backed out or something. They was waiting for the right time to bind you, do some weird shit or something. They like, man, I'm not doing that shit. That's whatever. They wanted to see for themselves. What are they trying to see for themselves, Spirit? Wanted to go see for themselves. To go see for themselves. What they wanted to go see for themselves. You didn't have a new boo. They wanted to know if you had a new boo. They like, no. And now somebody want to speak up. Somebody thought that you was keeping it. They wanted to see for themselves. Yeah, because somebody did keep it quiet that you didn't have a new boo. So somebody about to speak up about something, about online dating, or somebody that was swiping right, that's been looking you up, that you blocked, and they can't stop smiling because they feel like they gotta face themselves. They wanted you all in your feelings, but they are humiliated for even trying to love bomb you, or that somebody love bombed them, or whatever this is. So somebody wanted to see for themselves. You don't have a new boo. Okay? Because somebody felt like they were bringing something to someone's attention about you talking to people online or something like that. Like, what the fuck? Somebody's in your business too much. Okay? So you don't have a new boo. Like, what? They wanted to see for themselves about you not having a new boo. Around the springtime. You didn't have a new boo around the springtime. So they thought you had ghosted them and friend zoned them. They feel gaslit as fuck right now. They like, I swear to God, I thought you had ghosted me for somebody. That's why you was friend zoning me. Somebody feel gaslit. Also, somebody could have said you ghosted somebody. But the person that said that was already in the friend zone, and they gaslit everybody to say like they was dealing with you. Okay? It's like a sibling. Somebody like, wow. And we got gaslit. Somebody had, like I said, a distorted reality of something. You're not Photoshop, or you never Photoshop something. So somebody speaking up on that, somebody could have said your pictures is catfish online or something like that. Somebody like, they are not Photoshop. Ain't nothing Photoshopped about that. So somebody could even say that. Then they feel gaslit about that. Somebody's questioning everything. They like, what the hell is wrong with you? Somebody's questioning somebody's sanity right now. Like, why would you say all of these things about them? Okay, yeah, so somebody know you're not Photoshop, so they speaking up, maybe online dating or whatever this is. This person, yeah, is secretly admiring you. Because some people you might not know is clout chasing right now. These are people that you may have had toxic connections with, that you friend zoned, that is like hopeless romantic about you. That's jealous. And maybe somebody just being petty because they know you're not Photoshopped. They know you're real. Your profile is real. You're not Photoshopped. Okay, so you don't have a bunch of filters. You don't have a bunch of like, what the fuck? Okay, so somebody knows like you're single. around, you was even single around the springtime when you walked away from somebody or something like that. They feel gaslit, whatever this is, and friend zone, and jealous. They were jealous because they feel like they ran out of time because you have already recharged. So they got to break a promise to give you the bare minimum out of revenge. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So this person tried to give you the bare minimum and lost the opportunity. They like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, why would I do that to them? Now they're losing opportunities to even be in your energy or be in your life or something like that. Because now you're not interested or something like that. They were supposed to give you the bare minimum. And you're not, like, do you see? It's because you're everything. Somebody wants to devalue you like you're not. But that is, like, weird. Like, are you insane? Knowing that this person is authentic. Photoshop in a reverse. Knowing they look like that, they really are, have everything that they say they got and everything. Why would you play with them like that? Somebody feels like, oh my God, like, what the fuck was I thinking? This energy. Whatever this is, this person feels like, what the fuck is they thinking? They was listening to people that were jealous of you or them, that they had an opportunity with you or something. Take it as it resonates. We got children of the night in the reverse, rested up, waiting for the right time. Children of the night, resting up and waiting for the right time. Like somebody was waiting for the right time. They don't got to be a children of the night. They could be, but somebody was waiting for the right time for what? The cloud chase. It's crazy. They was waiting for the right time to be a cloud chaser. They was hustling, on hustle mode. They was going to do something for clout and maybe get money off of it. But your situation is single. Okay? So this is even like somebody watching to see who you dealing with so that they can spread it all over the world or all over you. Like I said, somebody is seeing you. You have this contract with the ethers. You could have a platform or whatever this is. And they're waiting to clout chase. They're waiting to find out who you're dealing with. So they can go bring that around and let everybody know that you're dealing with somebody. You got somebody, blah, 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 to whoever going to listen. Okay? And they get paid for that. Hustle mode. Okay? But your situation is single. Yeah. And they waiting. That's why they looking so like intensely, like who they gonna be with. You know, making fake profiles. What you gonna do next energy. Child. Hustle mode. You might know who you gonna be with. And this, mind you, they might not be getting paid shit for this lifestyle. But your lifestyle is quiet. You keep your lifestyle quiet. Who you dealing with? They jealous though. They're really jealous and triggered because, why? Somebody told them that you was in a situationship with toxic lovers, that you been let that go. So somebody is mad because somebody lied. They say that you deal with toxic people or something. Yeah. And your lifestyle, you pretty much so closed off. You know, you live a quiet life. And they feel like, how the hell we gonna compete with that? Because you're unbreakable. They can't stop you from minding your business and drinking your water with that retirement goal. This is like somebody getting a sudden wake up call. All right, they could be telling somebody to let that shit go because you clearly love yourself. And stop playing mind games with this air sign. That's two-faced. Somebody is sick and tired of somebody playing mind games with an air sign. Alright, or air sign that's two-faced is fired up. Take it as it resonates about you going on blind dates with somebody that was fake flexing. That's a hopeless romantic. They was lying around the fall. That was a big risk. Now this person putting on a fake smile. What? Because they was giving you the bare minimum because they thought you was dealing with somebody or some shit like this. I don't know. But somebody is telling somebody like they need to get their life together and stop playing with whoever you are. You know, they looking crazy at this point. We got closed off. Yeah. So somebody is anxious because they thought you was catfish. So here they had to go see for themselves. They like, man, that's really them. They like, get the fuck out of here. That's not really them. No, that really is them. That really is. Yeah, that's them. And they like, oh my God, I thought that was catfish. That's why I was closed off to da-da-da-da. You know, because they thought, you know, you live a private life. You live a secluded life. Everybody can't get in because of the clout chasers. And this person thought you was catfish, and that was a big ass risk. They made a very unsafe decision. All right. That they thought was going to bring them, that they thought they were being very strategic in, with ghosting you or leaving you on red. Now they sitting there looking stupid, secretly admiring you. Now that you brand new and breaking cycles and shit, they hella triggered because they wanted you to be situationship. They didn't value you. All right, boogeyman in the reverse, child. What is the boogeyman in the reverse, spirit? We gotta get in the way, family.
Being a photographer, you can't help but fall in love with the wild Atlantic
Spirit
way.
knows what they're doing.
Every second there's a moment worth capturing.
Because I'm saying to Spirit, yo, I'm looking to go to bed, man. I'm tired. But it's like, yo, the bust the advertisement so if we get up and you wake up, shake up, man. Wow, ready to go to sleep, man. Tired, but you see what I mean about she's chatting beans. Oh, I've paused it. I'm supposed to silence it. Definitely chatting. Definitely chatting, man. I can't go to sleep anyway because I've ordered something to eat. What did I even order to eat? Oh, I'm a mini dress today, so I can't be cocking up foot. I got 2 orders. I ordered some food from Waitrose, and I've ordered food. He's heading my way. Oh, he's got a long time before he gets here. See, that's just annoying. So I've got 4 things. Yeah, this one here. Where's this order? Telling me to go check out. I didn't put the order through. Oh my god. Why have I got house pasta on there? I'm gonna leave it on there. Just in case. It says to me that I've ordered something. I was like, really? What if I don't like it? Sorry. She started back, man. I don't know how long ago, blood. But she was started back.
Because they thought you was dealing with somebody or some shit like this. I don't know.
Alright. Beg your pardon.
Somebody, like, they need to get their life together and stop playing with whoever you are. You know, they looking crazy at this point. We got closed off. Yeah. So
I rewinded it a bit.
Somebody is anxious because they thought you was catfish. So here they had to go see for themselves. They like, man, that's really them. They like, get the fuck out of here. That's not really them. No, that really is them. That really is. Yeah, that's them. And they like, oh my God, I thought that was catfish. That's why I was closed off to da-da-da-da. You know, because they thought, you know, you live a private life. You live a secluded life. Everybody can't get in because of the clout chasers. And this person thought you was catfish, and that was a big ass risk. They made a very unsafe decision. All right. That they thought was going to bring them, that they thought they were being very strategic in, with ghosting you or leaving you on red. Now they sitting there looking stupid, secretly admiring you. Now that you brand new and breaking cycles and shit, they hella triggered because they wanted you to be situationship. They didn't value you. All right, boogeyman.
Trying to put me in a situationship and a conservative-ship, all because I got into some dodgy relationship.
We gotta get in the way, family. Cuffing season. Look at this. What was the boogeyman? in the reverse. Let's see. Escape and avoid for now. So somebody is running. They are a running now. Why? Running away into the sunset. Because we got a lot of self-care. Somebody is seeing you. You have done a lot of self-care, healed your inner child, and they feel like you're going to have a family or start a whole new foundation around cuffing season. So somebody could be running away here.
And it could be season now.
Or you could be going on vacation soon.
Ooh,
or somebody just see you as just in this pure
so
bliss
nice.
energy. Because you healed this inner child that you, like, whatever this is, any inner child woundings, reconnecting with your joy. You feel safe again.
I do.
Right? Because here it said, being afraid will limit your potential, but some your family know, like, or people that knew you know that you feel safe again. Yeah.
I do feel safe.
Wow. Wow. So these people know that you feel safe again, or whatever this is, to partner up with somebody. So somebody could be behind the scene trying to sugarcoat something because people are finding out that you live a comfortable life and you really deserve to enjoy your rewards. You work really hard. So now somebody is finally actually did do the healing work. This is the healing work people were saying you didn't do. You manifested everything. Somebody's actually finding out, like, you actually healed a lot. Okay? And they thought it was too good to be true for you to be like this. Maybe that's why they thought you was catfish, honey. I don't know. Maybe now they want to, like, yeah, now that the tea been spilled, they are hella triggered. Like, they like, why you ain't tell me that about them? Somebody trying to sugarcoat it. Like, oh, like, I thought you said, this could be somebody in your family that worked together with somebody. They want to sugarcoat something to somebody because somebody did know that you had been got away. They can tell because you healed yourself. You got that self-love and healing your inner child. And you breaking a lot of generational curses. You're doing a lot of cool shit. And if this is family, they knew, whoever they partnered up with, they're trying to sugarcoat shit now that they found out about your lifestyle. They like, why you ain't tell me that? They're triggered. Like, why you, yeah, they are triggered as hell right now. Who they triggered by? Air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That was two-faced with an earth sign. Because this earth sign could be reminiscing right now about a separation. They knew if y'all separated. But so it's an air sign and an earth sign that could have been working together to do something to you. They knew that if you separated from them, nothing would happen for them around the wintertime when it came to securing the bag. The only way they would secure the bag is if they was committed to you. But they act like that they was, I guess, didn't have time when you didn't have anything or something like that. They thought you wasn't a CEO, or they thought that they didn't, I don't know, child. Whoever this earth sign is mad as shit because they didn't think you would make it this far in life. And they're triggered right now. Maybe they work together with somebody to give you the bare minimum. And it's like, why the fuck would you, like, why would you say that? Somebody could be a Gemini. We got Gemini out here. Who else? We got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius out here, and Capricorn. So somebody could be a Capricorn, somebody could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But somebody mad as hell right now because they was being two-faced. Why not? You know, whatever. Okay? And they work together against you. Meanwhile, you was too busy moving forward in life. Child, look. Now they mad because fear was supposed to limit your potential. And they trying to sugarcoat it to this person, like, why your life is so good. Like, I thought you said that fear would limit their potential. They wouldn't live a luxurious lifestyle. Now somebody closed off to even catfishing you and clout chasing with this motherfucking children of the night waiting for the right time to catfish you and clout chase and be weird. Like, they feel weird right now, okay? We got plastic smiles and red flags. Somebody is fake smiling around somebody and they like, nah, man, I thought you said, see? They was putting on the front. I thought you plastic smiles. They knew you was authentic. Photoshop in the reverse. Somebody knew you was authentic. Your lifestyle is authentic. Everything that you got going on is authentic. They gonna try to sugarcoat it around December because somebody definitely gonna see you for who you are. And they gonna feel gaslit than a motherfucker, right? Like, what? Somebody not gonna feel good at all. They gonna be so angry at somebody. And somebody could be plastic smiling. They knew. Somebody appreciate the fact now that they know you're not faking anything, collective. Somebody's plastic smiling. They put on the front. Red flags, this motherfucker slide in your DM. Could be a fire sign. Little Aries or a Sag that's plastic smiling, or somebody fake smiling at a fire sign. Okay? What is this? Because they knew that you were self-made. A fire sign knew you were self-made. They just didn't want to, I don't know. They was putting on the front. They knew you were self-made. Somebody could be actually trying to people please somebody. That's what they was trying to do. People pleaser. We got recharging and union. Somebody could have put on a front here. That they was going to come back stronger and reconcile with you and be ready for union. But now this person is trying to figure out their whatever because they feel like they got to break a promise to a water sign that could be holding on, wanting to hold on to you because of this glow up. Hold on to you as a side piece because of your glow up. What? So somebody's been putting on a front, acting like they was ready. Now they need to make a decision because they seeing all the signs. Alright. Second chance to hold you back or stop something from coming towards you. Or stop someone from coming towards you. We got decisions. Oh. Secret. But the secrets that they didn't know is you had already broke the cycle. Okay. And they in their feelings. You broke a cycle of you being even your emotions clashing like waves with people that wanted to play with you. Okay. And they are triggered. You breaking this cycle is triggering the fuck out of somebody. Because now they're unclear, this toxic love, like, did you really let somebody go? That blind date and fake flexing that was on a blind, yeah, they feel like a clown, whoever this is. Because they had a whole hidden agenda that just, it went left. Trying to live up to somebody else's standards. Ghosted. They got ghosted in the fall because they was trying to live up to somebody else's standards. Damn. Ghosted a secret admirer. Somebody want to let somebody know you reap what you sow. That's what they get. They at a crossroads. You let somebody go, so they got to break a promise. They don't have no other choice to break a promise. They want to let somebody know that they breaking a promise now to live up to somebody else's standards. They got a date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. So somebody ghosting somebody's family, and the secret admirer wants you to know they thinking about you. They want to let you know what? What they want to let you know? About your soul contract. They want to let you know they appreciate you visiting them. Somebody could be visiting somebody in a dream or receiving this download is giving them confirmation. They like, thank you for giving me clarity, Empress Bella. Somebody want to say thank you. Yeah, because as they sit back and think about it, they feel like they should have never negotiated with somebody that was an attention seeker or they know why you're not. It's no negotiation with somebody that's an attention seeker that was doing the most in your energy. They understand now. They getting clarity about something here. So somebody's no longer suspicious. Why this person? They was trying to figure out why the fuck somebody was so gung-ho to help. Like, why would you do that? Okay, suspicious is in the reverse. Yeah, because you're self-made. So somebody is no longer suspicious about something because they know you're self-made. They know, like, whatever you own, claim you own, whatever you got going on is due to your strength and your resilience.
Do you see that? The same. Someone was suspicious because you'd like to help. And that has been part of the problem, you know. I wanted to help too much. It was my lesson too to learn. I had to learn. Like, just because it comes in abundantly doesn't mean I give it out abundantly. You know, they say don't throw pearls after swines. I did a lot of that. It's what the Bible says not to do. Throw good after bad. But on the flip side, it was my job to do that. To love unconditionally. And give and be there. And have loyalty where people didn't show loyalty. I don't regret it. I have learnt now, even with my kids. I don't just give anymore. I don't just give. I think about it. I think about how I feel. Like, my daughter was like, I got my nails done. She's like, can she get hers done? But she only got hers done the other day. They don't even need doing. So when we get to the nail shop, because I'm going to the nail shop because I broke her nail, remember? She's like, am I going to pay for her nails? Bitch, what do you mean am I going to pay for your nails? What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say it like that, but it is like that. I just looked at it up and down. I said no. I'm saying, if you're making your way to the nail shop, you must know that you've got your money before you come in the nail shop. Who are you trying to boops? You need to get a job. Anyway, this week we was on our way to Mary Hill. Yeah, on Wednesday. We was in the car and she got a phone call. And on the phone call she had an interview last week, innit? And she got the phone call on Wednesday to say that she got the job. And she asked me, Mum, do you think I'm going to get the job? And I said to her, I don't think you're going to get the job, but I see you wearing the uniform. Visually, I could see her wearing the uniform, but Nav don't want a job. Nav don't want to work, I should say. You know what I mean? She don't want to work. She wants to be kept, but she don't want to work. So that's why I said what I said. She said I'm being negative Nancy. I'm not being negative Nancy because I've been trying to get you to get a job for the last nearly 2 years. She had a national insurance number from 16. 17. She's 18 in June. And the thing is, I'm telling her, get a job, learn independency, blah, 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 blah. When really, I know she's okay because we're abundant anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about working. But at the same time, she carries this spirit of entitlement and expectation. And I think that's what this experience is really about. Just helping her heal that, because it's genetic. You know, it's coming from a father's side, where there's just an expectation. Because the rest of my children, they don't have that spirit. They don't expect, which makes you want to give them more, to be fair. Whereas Nav's energy is definitely something for nothing. But she's got her little job now, and I'm really happy for her, because I think it's going to teach her major independence skills. But it's also going to teach her the value of money. which I haven't done a good job of. You know what I mean? Because if the Almighty provides it, then it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, but you know, this parenting malarkey, who knows? We'll see how it goes anyway. I can see the changes in her, but I thought I had to talk to her about the change. Like, bloody hell, Summer. You know that I'm out all day, blah, 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 blah. You've gone downstairs and made yourself a drink, and you haven't even said, Mom, do you want a drink? I said, what's the problem? If I'm out on the road and I see something, I'll pick it up. And it's not something for something, you know. It's just the fact that, where are your thoughts? You can't always just be thinking about yourself, you know. You know, you can't always just be thinking about yourself. You want something and you go and look around and see who can give it to you. But when it comes to giving back, your brain don't connect with that, and it needs to, because it's an equilibrium, isn't it? And it doesn't mean that the person you give it to is the person that you're going to get it back. You'll get it back from the universe. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be able to understand the dynamics of that. That's what I think anyway. That's how I live my life. If somebody does something for me, I find myself really wanting to do something for them, and the Almighty saying, no, no more. If somebody does something for you, it's because I've done it for you. And you need to just to be able to accept that and sit with it. And if the time comes around and you feel say to do something for that person, then you do something. But it's never because they've done something for you, because it wasn't them that did it for you, it was me. I said, okay then. Let's finish up because I want to go on my bed.
Somebody is making better sense of why these people are doing all of this. Why these people are doing you like this. What their goal
Motive.
is. Alright? And why they've been so devoted to doing something to you. It's because you're self-made. To mirroring energy, or somebody, because somebody could be mirroring energy. This person knows that they can't negotiate with you. They're no longer negotiating with snakes that's plotting on your glow up.
I'm fire with fire, water with water, air with air, wind with wind.
And also, they know why you don't beg or even be like, you don't gotta, you know, what's the word?
Look at the glow up though.
You don't gotta show up in a certain way just so like people will like you. Like, you just be you because you're self-made.
I don't care.
They know that these people only been plotting on you, making fake profiles is due to your glow up. And they like, this is a familiar lesson for somebody as they think about something. Knowing that you were self-aware and how you loved yourself. And they was playing mind games with you. They played with your feelings. This is somebody taking accountability. And now they got to sit back and watch you shine after trying to make you a side piece. They learning a big lesson, man.
A side piece, you know.
With the anchoring and what not to. Like, jumping on the bandwagon really made somebody miss an opportunity with real love. Like, something about tacos. Okay, so I'm hearing something about tacos. Maybe you love tacos, or you have a restaurant and you sell Mexican food or something. I don't know, but something about tacos. They're thinking about a date. Maybe y'all went on a taco date with somebody, or they're just thinking about some tacos, something. So they feel humiliated right now. Like, whoever that is, they feel like a fucking clown because you was everything. Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. They feel ashamed. They really do. Yeah. As they look back on photos or look back on something when it came to you, how this other woman that they knew had an uncontrollable desire to block you from people that wanted to date you.
How'd you get non-vegans to try our new vegan treats?
One piece of pasta don't. One piece of pasta. But I told my ex-husband before I even asked for a divorce that he's wrapped up in some gear. And the only reason why she's with him is to get to my energy. She's a succubus. So I won't be fucking you again. 2019. So said, so done. So because of that, bare madness. Bear just got in for me, really.
Introduce me to
And they were making all types of, making fun of you, being a hopeless romantic and stuff. They going through karma right
And
now.
I am a hopeless
Well,
romantic.
you know what?
I love love.
Yeah. It's crazy, yeah. And as they look at you,
I'm a Disney romantic.
So
You know what I'm saying?
they're dwelling about this.
I do like the
separation.
shows like Pretty Woman, but nah, I like a fairy tale.
They don't want to give you the bare minimum. They feel like they should have been the oddball out.
Although Pretty Woman's got a little bit of a fairy tale because he does come in on a white limo.
They did know that. Despite of what people were saying about you, somebody knew, like, you was nothing that they were saying about you, or you was none of that shit they was talking about, you know? And as they look at you and really, like, they are unsatisfied because they knew you was authentic. They hate the position that they put themselves in.
That's dumb.
They hate the fact that they help these people play this game with you so you can feel less than yourself, or, you know, yeah.
I don't think people realize the extent of that, how
Somebody
much I
just
love
feel like
myself.
They could have had so much fun with you. Like, if they would have.
And I get that lots of people say that they love themselves, but
People pleasing, like listening to other people, they would have just, hey man, somebody really wish like they wasn't worried about what other people.
I love myself. I love myself. And I defend myself, and I protect myself, and I show up for myself. That's why I know that I love myself. I can be by myself, and I'm good.
That's all they can think about.
We're
the fun
good.
y'all had, because y'all maybe no matter whatever this was with this in particular, it was always a fun link. Like y'all would have fun and hang out, and they would hide how much fun they had with you to other people, like, you know, because they was already like people that didn't like you or something like that. Weird shit.
They have to pretend that they're not having a good time.
What is it? Neighbors in a reverse. Maybe somebody is amped up with giving somebody karma now. They want to help out giving karma now or something.
You think they can go back and tell their Jezebel girlfriends that they had a good time with me? They have to go back and chat all kinds of shit. Not only did they have a good time, they had the best time. And they had the best time because no matter what, they done some healing. Why should it in my domain? I'm wrapping a nigga up, man. I don't know about you, but I'm looking to put him in a box, wrap him up in some wrapping tape paper, put a bow on him. You're supposed to feel nice, stress-free, taken care of, listened to, appreciated. But at the same time, you're supposed to tell him about his blood clot, his nasty ways, address him that he's taking the fucking piss, and let you know he's got at least 2 girls around him. I don't hide nothing, and I don't mince my words. I tell them exactly what it is, and I think it's just perhaps a little bit of a breath of fresh air. That's my delivery. Carry on watching.
What's the neighbors in a reverse? Somebody want to help somebody. We got doing them juggling player. Somebody is very devoted to mirroring something back to somebody because they really feel ashamed. they feel guilty because they know that you had, the reason why your money is good is because you had this ascension. So somebody's trying to figure out, can they right their wrongs? Paying somebody some karma back that they feel like deserve it. I cannot make it up. They like, how can I right my wrongs? Like, because you motherfuckers really drag Shorty name through the mud, and they don't like being a part of certain shit, so somebody want to pay somebody back. They want to get somebody back for you, Divine Feminine, because they know these people was two-faced, and they had all these weird screenshots of you being a rebound of an earth sign, and they broke a promise to communicate something, or they want to break their promise and call you because they're really triggered right now that an air sign had this bounce back and ascended and all this shit, and these motherfuckers was jealous, or they was just being petty. Whatever this is, somebody was being petty, or whatever that is, yeah. They feel like time running out. They feel like in the wintertime, everybody gonna know you're innocent when it comes to something. So by the wintertime, somebody gonna know that you're gonna be found innocent when it comes to something, when it comes to your money. Because it's going to be a divine intervention with people playing with your feelings. Or something like that. Somebody want to pay somebody back. They like pay back a bitch. Or they like feeling like they're getting paid back because they see you as this divine feminine. It's like consequences. They getting karma or something like that. What's this payback? Yeah, they really regret doing something. Somebody regret making you a sneaky link. They can't take anything from you. You're unbreakable, and your retirement goals is set because you loved yourself. So they paying somebody back because they regret even working together with this motherfucker. Sneaky links. Energy vampire in a reverse. They knew somebody sneaky link was not an energy vampire. That's why you're unbreakable, unshakable. Meaning, like, if you dealt with this person on nobody knew type of energy, this person knew you wasn't. They knew you was a good person, and they just went along with dumb shit. That's how they feel, and they gonna already tell everybody that you really do love yourself. You've always been self-aware. You always been da-da-da-da-da. And the people that's been fake smiling here, it could be pissed off. They like, I don't give a fuck. Because all this shit, so this is like them being a part of something, and they like, man, I don't care. Like, I lost the opportunity to be even cool with so-and-so. Like, no, y'all all about to read with y'all self. Fuck it. Like, this what happens. And somebody is that angry because it's like they looking at what they got and what they could have had. And if they just would have been true to themselves. If they just would have just, like, somebody just really wish they wouldn't have made the decisions they made. So they want to pay somebody back. And we got you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Fire sign. So I guess they want to pay back a fire sign. It's time. A water sign. Fire sign and a water sign could be having an ascension, or these are the two people that want to pay somebody back. Alright. So
okay.
We have a fire sign and a water sign. Okay. That could be holding on. They feel like they couldn't let go.
Honestly.
Of a hustle mode, trying to make extra income. They knew what this person was trying to do, so they about to tell on them. So there could be somebody about to tell on a fire sign and a water sign why they were so obsessed with this side hustle, because they were trying to achieve financial stability. Or because you achieved the bag or something. Somebody about to communicate that to somebody. Well, yeah, okay. So somebody about to tell somebody the reason why they were wanting to know what really happened, and somebody about to text somebody and tell somebody like, man, that fire sign, that water sign was just obsessed. They didn't want to let them go because Collective had achieved the bag. They secured the bag and shit like that, and they was jealous, and they was just being petty or something like that, and they had everybody doing this and that, blah blah blah. So now something ain't gonna happen in the wintertime because somebody gonna know you were innocent. Maybe when it came to children or something like that, they gonna tell everything. Somebody about to just tell everything.
Children, you know,
like they're playing what they did with like how they planned it, and somebody don't even care. Somebody don't even care like what people say or none of that.
This man went as far as to literally take my children from her.
They repeated a familiar pattern.
Can you imagine?
Okay. This was an unresolved issue. They was committed to doing some shit. And somebody else on the back burner of this is committed to breaking the cycle. They know you did your shadow work. And all these people having these intense feelings or whatever it is they see in red flags. Because certain people, when these people start sliding they DM, they know it's because your status upgrade. So this is like, they mad and they just want to be two-faced. As soon as your status upgraded, all of a sudden the divine feminine was two-faced. Because you let them go. You let somebody go because you didn't want to be a rebound for an earth sign or something. And that's why they breaking their promise. They like, man, I don't care. Everybody, nobody gonna be fucking with Shorty. Like, we going, everybody. Like, if I'm going down, you going down with me energy. That's how somebody feel. And they gonna just tell, like, the reason why something happened, blah, blah, blah. Or they already told this. And this is just their confirmation because they sorry. We got a Scorpio, C and R, Monday, a Gemini. She is so mad at a Caucasian man or a woman or a Caucasian mad as hell at somebody. They did 2 weeks ago. I heard Zachary Banks. Somebody could be named Zachary. We got 2 weeks ago an Aquarius mom, Z. They are no longer a part of a covenant organization or a secret society, or they never was a part of a covenant organization or a secret society. Take it as a resume. Yeah, we got divine intervention. An old neighbor, grandpa, on Wednesday. She got that come back, he ain't want to let you go. We got K. Balance and harmony been restored in every area of y'all life. The ancestors told them to back off, but they didn't want to listen, but they wasn't protected from the dream magic they did to you.
The dream magic. Look at that.
In the fall, a Pisces and a Leo. P. She walked away from a karmic. And the crooked boss and co-workers lost everything for coming to you. She no longer wants revenge on you. Because no good came from that hex of curse that backfired on them a week ago. So y'all can expect positive changes. This man that has bald head, deep waves, they can have a silver, tan, brown, burgundy, turquoise, gold, or white card. This whole group that worked against you was looking at him. They want to be with you so bad. They like are delusional. Tuesday, a new neighbor. It's like they was telling people you was trying to be with them or something like that, or they was trying to be with you. Take it as a resonance, and somebody is mad as hell that they looking at them as delusional. Okay, this person, everything backfiring on them and everybody they work with. Somebody could be a part of a religious cult. Somebody's grandma. Libra, something about 5 years ago, they knew you was a total package. Okay. We got any day Virgo. That beauty spell backfiring on them. So they going through return December and such. A divine being is free of all sickness and disease, so it is. Yeah, the warfare is over and your true love is coming in. They want to talk to you about everything now. We got T. Yeah, they feel like they made a bad choice. A Nigerian or a Ghana man or a woman. Because they seen you going through a body transformation, getting fit.
Oh my God!
God is so proud of how strong and brave you have become.
Oh my God! Sorry. These videos are playing and I swear now, if you had asked me before I started filming, do I eat? I would have been like, no. But I feel like every time the fucking camera comes out, I got something in my mouth. And before the donut, I ate a yogurt. Munching it down, man. Hungry, I feel so hungry, man. But I also feel really light, like I feel stress-free, like loads of stuff isn't just coming at me. I'm relaxed. I'm not getting excited. I don't know. I feel really good. And I'm eating, which is really good. So anyway, that was really funny what she said, because basically I went Africa twice this year. I went in February, March, and then I went back March, April. I came back for like about 2 weeks. I went back. Anyway, my driver, Sam, innit? Don't get me wrong, he's been really, really good. You know, if I text him or whatever, he's been on it. But then, a few months ago, I wasn't calling as much because I was just thinking, I'm just going to put my head down in my business. And for the next month, I'm just going to go ham every day. So that's what I did, innit? So in that time, I never contacted him. And he never contacted me either. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no love loss. If you contact someone and they're not returning your calls, fair enough. But if they haven't called you and you haven't called them, what's the problem? So anyway, I can't remember if he texted me or I texted him just to say wagwan. He texted me, but I was in Gainsborough at my shamanic training. I was telling him that I'm at a hotel, I'm at home. Anyway, long story short, and I will make it a short story. I'm getting loads of downloads about this guy. I'm getting downloads from in Africa. When I come back from Africa, when I went to Africa, while I'm with him in Africa. So, I know there's two sides. I've already uploaded videos of me and him. So you can have a look at the videos that are alphabetically numbered. And you'll see videos of me and him in the car, at one of the B&Bs or a hotel or whatever, chopping it up, because we talked a lot. But anyway, this little mother budder, never texted me, never called me or nothing. Even in June, or maybe he called me once or something, I can't remember. But I know he never called because that time I was going through my transformation. So because I knew I was going to go and have surgery, because Spirit was telling me. For May, I just worked like a dog, made everything automated, blah, blah, blah. And I made my automations run from June till Christmas, so that I would have these 6 months just to relax, and my social media would just be plugging. It's only if something new happened and I've got new pictures, I'll upload them, but the rest of it is on automation. I'm like, alright then, save. So that I could heal, and that's what I did do. I had time to sit and heal and just enjoy the sun, enjoy life, and you know, to sit down and meditate with my cells and everything else like that. So they got to work really quickly, so I wasn't out for very long. So, since I've gone Jamaica in October, this pussy hole can't come off my fucking Instagram. I mean my TikTok. Trying to hail up and everything. I'm like, nah, I don't think so, rude boy. I'm not feeling the switch. So I locked him off. Said, you don't get to pry. You get what I'm saying? You don't get to pry. So after I locked him off, and I locked off his cousin, I then got an email from his cousin confirming her status as secretary within my business. But that email was sent to her a long time ago and she never responded. So obviously the question is, why jump now? Months after the email was sent, like April. We're in November. Something in a something. So she's talking about a Ghanaian man trying to get you up on social media and all them things. It's funny to me. Funny. Because it's what's going on right now. So let's take it back a little bit and see what she said.
Libra, something about you use the total package. Okay? We got any day Virgo. That beauty spell backfiring on them. So they going through return December and such. A divine being is free of all sickness and disease, so it is. Yeah, the warfare is over and your true love is coming in.
Come on now.
They want to talk to you about everything now. We got T. Yeah, they feel like they made a bad choice. A Nigerian or a Ghana man or a woman. because they seen you going through a body transformation, getting fit. God is so proud of how strong and brave you have become. Q, O, and A. Somebody could be Jamaican, Haitian, or Trinidadian, man or woman dead. They sorry for the pain they caused you. This man that don't got a beard every day. Asian man or woman. They was just being clean petty because they was jealousy. That's what somebody is finding out.
Come on now.
Alright. I hope this helps.
Sneak in some deals. Up to
What a
50%
beautiful,
off
beautiful
this
reading.
Black Friday week.
What a beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you very much. I have to go back because did we like her? I think I did tick her, you know, but let me just double check. A major player they were using to block you is pulling the plug.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel.
Yeah. That's fine. We gave her a thumbs up. Right. I'm not going to go into another reading now because I want to lie down, and then when I get back up, then I'll herbs out the house and see what kind of entity this is in here. Which I don't feel really worried about it. It's just they make a lot of noise. You know, every minute it feels like there's something going on. Either the front handle's going on. When after that, when I went in the shower, it's like they knocked on the door 3 times. I just pulled back the curtain and looked out. I could see like the LD lights on the stairs and everything, because the bathroom door was quite closed. Like, I could feel eyes on me. But not intimidating. It feels childlike, to be fair. Not childlike, but you know that innocent energy. But you can't be innocent because what you're doing in here. It's a bit of that. Right, what does this one say? Your healing energy is so powerful. You made the hitman fall in love.
Thank you guys for joining me, liking, sharing, subscribing.
Let me show you that time.
Appreciate it. Never goes unnoticed. I want to say all praise is due to them.
Bad man I love. Come send you hitmen. What's that? You've spent lifetimes hiding your magic, but now it's about to break out of you. Trust me. Spent way too long hiding. They are shocked. You knew the plan. Whole time you had the power. I told you, baby. This is mad thing. This is what a star vibe. She does really good readings. She does music too. Her tarot was really good. Real talk. What you prayed for is coming in, but can you handle it?
And Spirit has been hearing you.
Let's do this cheeky one. Come on, do it. Now we definitely are. Let's do it. Alright, Spirit. You know about this author though, because to be real, yeah, there was a video that I did. There was a video that I did, and she was on there, and she's gone, you need to get out the house now. You need to get out the house now. How quickly can you leave the house? How quickly can you get ready for if a car comes in 10 minutes, will you be ready? But the energy, it was like, it created a sense of panic, and God is not chaos, it's not confusion. So I had to check it. You get what I'm saying? I really did have to check it, and I didn't move nowhere. But then that thing happened to me on the night, so let me see what she's saying.
Manifestations, abundance, desires that you have been praying for. Like, really, like, now, if they were to be granted, could you handle this heavy load that's coming through? Could you handle all of the prayers? Could you handle the things that you have been praying for? Instead of just praying about something, there's this energy of you having this sureness that you can actually handle what it is that you're praying for because you're doing whatever.
I'm doing the work now.
I'm going to say that
To
again.
show you that I can handle it.
There's this energy of you praying And it's not about what you're praying for. It's about showing spirit that you can handle what it is you're praying for because you're doing blank. You're acting out something. You're doing something. And that is why you can handle this thing that you're praying for.
Because I'm already...
That's what's coming in. But that's the question. It's like, Spirit, you've been praying. Spirit has been hearing you. But Spirit has a question. Could you handle all
this
the
is what
things,
they was talking
all
to me
that
about
you've
the
been
other day.
praying for?
It's like
We have this
you know how they
energy
say like the
of-
art of manifestation. You've got to almost believe that you're there or believe that you've got it already before you can get it. It's the same with the wishes. You have to live the wish that you want. You have to become the wish. That's how you get the wish. You have to become what your heart desires. You have to be willing to change. Because there's no point saying, I want a good man, but you ain't no good woman. You get what I'm trying to say? Or I want a good woman and you ain't no good man. You have to become, in order to be equally yoked, in order to have what you deserve, you have to become that. Otherwise, what you are is what you deserve, regardless of what that looks like. You know, so even the fact that I'm going on to different countries, and I know it's a mission, but the fact that I'm brave enough to get on a plane by myself, go to a foreign country, sometimes not even have a hotel booked because Spirit's saying they'll book it when we get there. You know what I mean? I have to take that leap of faith and trust. But on the flip side of that, I get to see these amazing countries and what life would be like being able to, you know, go on adventures and, you know what I'm saying, do all the things that I want to do. So I have to live that. When I'm there, I do that. You know what I mean? I'm turning what I'm seeing into my reality. When I lie in my bed sometimes, I'm not in my bed at all. I'm in a different part of the world. And when I'm in a different part of the world, I lie on the beach and imagine myself at home in my bed. So I can tell how it feels. And I can convince my mind that one is in the opposite place. Because I've thought about both places while I was in the opposite place, if you get what I mean. So I can be in my bed and not be in my bed. I can be in my bed and be anywhere in the world. And I can be anywhere in the world and be in my bed. You know. But I've had to learn to come to understand those things. And the significance of those things. You know, so that's I think that's what's making me a winner. You know, because obviously Spirit tells me how I'm getting on. And if I do something wrong, they tell me that I do something wrong, no problem, I'll fix it. Whatever it takes. But they're just telling me that just keep going. If anything, what I realised these last couple of days where it's been really quiet on the front line is that I can do for myself. I can do for myself. I do know what to do. And I do know that whatever it is that I do from this day forward is still the Divine's plan. It's still what the Divine wanted me to do. I'm still surrendered to the Almighty. It's just that the Almighty just lives directly through me now. So it's not like a stop, think, do. It's just everything I do is divine. Everything I do is divinely orchestrated. Everything I do is on divine time. So I don't worry about it. I don't stress.
The Three of Wands. Your life is about to exchange. Your life is about to expand. And this is congratulations.
Thank you.
Your ships are here.
Thank you.
There's a person who has been waiting for something and it's about to arrive. I don't know. It's just this energy is, I don't know if you'll be able to handle this. That is actually coming in. It's just like going and praying, right? And waking up and you have it. There's this energy of that is the way that you may need to pray. Like you have it. But there is a ship. This is your ships are here. This is like waiting at the bus stop and the bus is, you see the bus right like past this is coming. It's, you are the next stop. So I'm getting like the next stop is you. And this is like the festive time. So think about like presents being dropped off and things like that. You are the next stop. And could you handle this drop off?
Wow.
Could you handle the things that you've been praying for? I love this. I just love this whole reading. We didn't even get into it yet. But it's like you're the next stop.
It's so nice.
your prayers have been heard. And what have you been actively doing to show Spirit that you're actually ready? The Three of Wands also represents action. So I'm getting like you have been actively doing something to show Spirit that you are ready. You've been actively, there's something that you've been actively doing. Active faith. This could be active faith. All right. We got the Chariot coming out. Somebody has been feeling like a victim. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So someone has been feeling like a victim at home. Someone has been feeling like that there's been a lot of things that's been happening to them at home. And this could be in a place where they're supposed to find a lot of support, and they're supposed to find a lot of love in this space, but yet they're feeling like that they're being victimized or even being treated like a victim here. And this is very heartbreaking for whoever that's going through this energy. It's like in a place where you're supposed to find love, and you're supposed to find peace, and you're supposed to find relationship, togetherness, union. It's like you're being the scapegoat. And I'm getting like there's a person who could have been going to bed crying, or who could have been just having a hard time. This is heartbreak. But one of the things that you have been doing is you have been keeping your integrity intact. So for some of you guys, you've been around a lot of people who are supposed to give you love and support, and they have not been giving you love and support. You have been the scapegoat there. But you have been showing up and giving love and support. And this may not resonate for everybody, but for the ones that it resonates for, I was just talking about what are you actively doing, showing that you are ready for your prayer. This is exactly what it is that you're doing to show exactly that you're ready for your prayer. It's actually showing Spirit where your heart is. Because it will be so easy to get even. But you're showing Spirit exactly who you are. You're actively showing up in a space. You're still going. You're still having your integrity. You're still determined. You're still working really, really hard. You're still showing up. Even in a space where you may feel like you're not being treated the way that you should be. The Four of Wands for a lot of people is home. Where the heart is. And look at what the heart. Look at how the heart has been. Look at the condition of the heart. If home is where the heart is, this is what's happening to your heart at home. The Three of Swords. And the only way that can happen if you pour your heart out there. If your heart is out there to the people who you're supposed to be giving your heart to. I didn't know it was going to go in that way, but let's see what's happening here. And then here's the ship that we were talking about, the ship that comes in. The ship that comes in. There's this energy of you being afraid of letting go of something, and I'm getting like in this afraid and not knowing what to do, not knowing to walk away from a space or from a place that you've already known, from some type of familiar environment. You've been praying about it. And in that place, you're going to actually do the things. I can see that there's a person who could be leaving a situation. And it's like the moment that you decide, or the moment that you are strong enough to leave something that isn't serving you anymore, this is that stop that you... And you can leave something energetically or emotionally. This is that ship that come in. Queen of Cups. You're about to feel a huge shift in the universe. You're about to feel something huge shift. And then also with the 10 of Cups, this is also family. This is love. Loving relationships surrounding you. And it looks like you could have been in a place where you were expecting that, but you didn't get that. So you had no choice but to leave this behind. You had no choice but to leave something behind and go and get the 10 of Cups, which you actually go and get that 10 of Cups. So a part of this, of what you're praying for, is most of that is putting yourself in position. Is you putting yourself in position to receive exactly what it is that you want. Is you going to the bus stop to actually be able to get on the bus when it comes. And this is you putting yourself in that position, not allowing yourself to stay in this, whatever this is, whatever this relationship or whatever this is. For some of you guys, this could be home, this could be a family, this could be, it's somewhere where you thought, where you're supposed to get love and support and care.
Sorry. Grab my food. In fact, you know what? I'll let it run.
And it's like you've already revealed who you were. You've already revealed yourself. The fact that you're still showing up is still having integrity in this space. You've already revealed who you were. And now it's time for you to go get exactly what you deserve. It's time for your prayers to come true. It's time for the things to come true. Now, something comes in so fast, it knocks you off your feet. That's why it's like, are you even prepared for this? Are you sure you're ready? It knocks you completely off your feet. Like literally knocks you out, knocks you off balance a bit. And that's what it's supposed to do, right? Come in and this wish fulfilled, this prayer being answered, it knocks you completely off your feet. And not even this prayer being answered, because how the prayer is answered, and no matter how long you've been praying for something, how something comes into fruition, it's going to feel like it came in so fast. That's how big something is going to be. That's how fulfilling something is. It's going to feel like it came in completely, very, very fast. It knocks you off your feet. All right? There is this energy of some type of conversation that could be happening. There is a dynamic duo here, but there's a conversation that could also be happening. There is this energy of healing. There's this energy of you touching something and it turning to gold. I'm also getting like whatever seed that you're planting, it has multiple manifestations tied to it. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 8 manifestations tied to one thing. This could be the prayer. This could be it. There's 8 manifestations.
That's so great. Look, I pray.
Something 8 could definitely be significant for you. But there's a
For like 2 years, I prayed 8 times a day. Imagine, at my book of Psalms. So crazy.
There's multiple manifestations that's tied to one thing, one prayer, one thing. All right. We have this energy of your life completely transforming. This talks about your status. So there's a change in status. You see the Emperor here. There's this energy of your status completely changing. You're going to a space where you weren't supported, heartbroken, but you're going to be in a place where you are the leader. You could be the CEO of something, the boss of something. You are going to be the person in charge here. So there's a status change. Also popular, you're going to have a lot of power, front and center. Something is your territory. So there's this energy of you being, I want to say the ruler of a specific territory, but there's this energy of your status going up so very, very high. And this is going to be this is going to knock you completely off your feet. For some of you guys, your status changes. completely. This could be popularity, this could be riches, this could be fame. People know you now. Everybody knows the emperor. They go down in history. And this is like a complete pivot. So not only is the things around you changing, but you're changing. The way people view you are going to be changing. All of that is going to change with this prayer. This mighty, powerful prayer that somebody is praying, that someone could also be going viral, and again, that could also change your status as well. I'm also getting a lot of, for some reason, I'm getting a lot of fame energy, popularity and fame. I'm just seeing cameras flashing, red carpets and things like that. Red could also be very, very significant for a person, but I'm seeing a lot of status, okay? Yeah, we got watching you on social media. We got drink some tea. Somebody's hidden feelings for you. A wish has been granted. Somebody's hidden feelings for you are going to be exposed. There's also some people who could be watching you on social media as well. Also tea. There's need for you to drink some tea. There's need for you to take care of yourself, soothe yourself.
Okay.
Also, there could be something going on with your throat chakra. You might be speaking, or you may have to speak somewhere. May have a speaking engagement somewhere. You will live the life you desire. Mm-hmm. Got the Ace of Swords here. This is wish fulfillment, success after suffering. We got the Two of Wands. There's going to be a choice that you make. There's also a golden path. And again, there's so many people who are watching you on this path. So that's why I'm getting a lot of fame, a lot of popularity, cameras. This could be going viral.
How crazy is that? While I'm recording this virally.
And you will live the life that you desire. Whatever it is that you did in this space, there's something that you were supposed to do and you did it.
These videos,
and you did it. Whether it was you show up, still have integrity. It's also given like there was a test that you passed. But something, I'm also getting this energy of things went as planned.
Yeah.
So don't try to look back and change the past. Things went as they were planned, as they were preordained to go.
Mm-hmm.
But the Seven of Pentacles, it represents you living your dream life, the dream life that you desire. And there is a pathway with this.
Absolutely.
It's almost like this path comes out of nowhere.
Mm.
So there's like this pathway that comes out of nowhere. And there's so many people who are watching you. Someone could be famous. Somebody could be getting famous. Whoever this person is, there's a lot of people who are watching. Wow. So many people are watching you. So many people want to support you. You can have so many supporters. So many people are just in love with you. It's something about how you do what it is that you do, and it's something about that heart and that integrity and that grace that you have. All right? I'm going to leave it right here.
We're going to give her flowers. She's called Butterfly Gang Tarot, and it's what you prayed for is coming in, but can you handle it?
I hope this resonates.
If you get stuck on a melody or...
Okay. Come back over. How interesting. How interesting. That's what I'm saying. I love when spirits like, no, just watch that one. And especially when you watch it and it just makes so much sense. It's so useful. Because they talk in so many different ways. I'm eating some pasta. And broccoli. I like broccoli. But yeah, can you imagine? But I have been preparing. I have been preparing for all of my wishes and my dreams to come true. I have. And I've been making sure that I'm not focusing on the how. I'm just focusing on the why. And when I focus on the why, I see so much open up. Like the other day, I was having a vision, and I was seeing how many schools and housing complexes that I'd set up all around the world. You know what I mean? So it's not like a little task. It's not a little task at all. It's a big job. It's like global scale. I keep getting all these things telling me not to eat the pasta, so I'm just not going to eat the pasta for a minute. It's like a mind fork, and a mind fucking field. Because you're doing what you're doing. Half the time I don't even feel like eating. Never mind going downstairs and cooking something. Because if I cook it, I definitely ain't eating it. I don't mind when the kids are here and I cook for them. Because I'm not eating it, it's for them. But if I go downstairs, I cook for myself. My God. But like I said, since I've been filming, I've been alright. Even in the first few days of filming, I went downstairs and made myself a bacon and egg toasty. And it sat there for a little bit, don't get me wrong. It wasn't something that I could eat straight away. But when I did get around to eating it, I ate it. Which is really good. So I hope that I'm healing and I'm going to be gaining some weight over the next couple of weeks. You know. Put some weight on the places that I were. Oh my God. I need some attention, quick time. But yeah. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do about this entity in the house. Because to be honest, I keep getting little thoughts like to say, don't smoke it out. But I've also had thoughts where I need to do 3 things. I need to light a candle. I need to smudge it. What did they say? Air, fire, something. Can't remember. What do I need to do? I need to smudge it out. Oh, sound. Fire and sound, that was it. Alright. I'm going to say good night. Well, not good night, because it's what? It's literally 4:30 in the afternoon, for fuck's sake. But I'm tired, and you can already see how dark it is. I've got the blinds closed, but it's still coming across dark, isn't it? See? Dark out, so it's literally practically getting dark, but it's winter time now, so it will do that. But yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of hours or a few hours and probably get back on around 8. 8, 9. Yeah, we'll see. Mwah, mwah. On to the next one. All right, bye.